All right, guys. Sorry about that. If you guys are getting all these notifications, I'm sorry. Of course, it's probably going to give you notifications now, and people are going to be like, turn these off. I don't want another notification from Chris Cooney. Anyway, sorry for the technical difficulties, but I think everything's good now. Welcome to the Thursday night live stream after dark with the Vegan Zombie. I just premiered my newest video over on the main channel, where Jon and I do some commentary over our first video that we ever did. So make sure you go check that video out if you haven't already. And you guys seem to like this, and I like it. I like going over and talking about some of the older videos. We have like 11 years worth, so it's we got a lot of content out there. So I'm going to go back to some of these old videos, which, by the way, is a completely different format than the way I do my videos now. So I'm gonna go commentate over them, and I've got Jon with me today. So let's welcome Jon to the chat.
Howdy.
If you're new to the channel and you don't know Jon was pretty much the face and the chef of the show in the early days of the Vegan Zombie. So welcome to the chat, Jon.
Thanks for having me, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, usually we would be doing this in person, but you know how that goes.
We gotta stay safe right now, Chris.
We do. We gotta stay safe and watch out for zombies. So it seems to be working now. Can everybody hear us all right? Can everybody hear Jon all right? I just want to make sure.
Testing.
Everything's good. Because, we've been through a lot of technical difficulties today. We started a video out and we filmed the whole thing. And then I realized that Jon had a really bad echo. And it was like 25 minutes long, so we had to redo the whole thing, and that's what you guys watched on the premiere. We did that twice. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but we did.
I hope there's nothing bad behind me. I didn't really do a check before we went live.
Oh, there's a ghost. He's in the corner. A very dark energy. A shadow light. No, I'm kidding. There's not. It's just pancakes. Jon is delayed. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. I have to do something because Jon is delayed. Oh,
it's not something I have to do, is it, Chris? Because I'm hot spotting from my phone to my computer.
No, it's because of.
What?
The bacon bits?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Oh, they should.
It's because of that.
I think they're on the top shelf.
Okay.
In the pantry.
Okay.
Sorry. Kristen's bringing up tacos, Chris. Is that going to be a problem?
No, it's going to make everybody hungry. They can't have them.
I'll just disappear out of the frame for a second for a bite.
You know, I just thought about that. There is going to be a delay when we watch the videos because I think I got you now, but in order to... Oh, man. How am I going to do that? I got it there, but...
This is so fun. We're all figuring this out together. What do you guys think?
Okay, guys, tell me if there's an echo with Jon when I do this. Ready? All right, Jon, now you talk.
Tonight we're going to talk all about sandwiches. There are many different types of sandwiches out there.
I think there's going to be an echo there, so let me know. Echo? I'm pretty sure there's going to be an echo. Yes. Okay, so that's not good. So right now we can hear you on, really good, but right now we're not going to be able to hear any of the videos. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, not game capture image, media source, audio, window capture maybe. Let's try this out. The window capture for my YouTube, Skype. Sorry guys, I'm trying here.
No, this is fun. We're going to learn how to do this, and then we'll be really good at it from here on out.
I hope so. So right now it doesn't. Why is this doing this? Yeah, this doesn't seem to be working.
Oh man.
Well, you know what? We could still do it even with a delay. You know, when someone's behind you.
Someone's behind me. Say hi.
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 Kristen made what did you make, honey? Buffalo cauliflower.
Ooh, those look
tacos.
good.
Yeah.
Yum.
Is it just you two?
Yeah, we're gonna watch movies, but there's like a bunch of technical difficulties. So
Typical.
Yeah.
typical.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Are you still hanging out with your parents?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to put a video up really quick. No, not most popular, most oldest. Okay, we'll get that up there. Nope. We don't want to see Hershey's Kisses. No, and then it just went right to a Butterfinger. These ads over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is what I want to see here, and I don't seem to see it. We can hear you eating. It sounds really good.
Sorry.
Cancel. Guys, this is
Well,
disappointing.
worst case scenario, we'll sign off and I'll just hang out with you. We'll watch a video and I'll just type.
I mean, we could still do this, but there'll be a little delay for you guys if you guys don't mind. See, this is what this whole quarantine is doing to us. It's making it hard to do this.
I wish I could hear what it sounded like of me eating.
Oh, you'll be able to just turn your computer on. You'll hear it.
It's true.
You got to eat first and then listen to the delay. Window capture. Video capture. It's not a game. Display browser. Browser. Let's try that. I don't want that browser. Cancel. No, that's not what I wanted. Cancel. We're sorry, guys. Can you hear yourself eating? All right, we could go right back to the... So here's what it's going to sound like if I do this. So I'm going to turn that on and then this off. So now there's going to be a little bit of a delay, but we'll still be able to hear a video. Like here's a video.
Mix your flour and oil together.
0 out of 10. Not enough
Medium heat.
crunch.
Stir it like this, so it bubbles. This is called a roux, and this is what's going to thicken our cheese sauce. It's going to be delicious. Now would be a great idea to add the pasta. Let's do it.
See the format? This was a really old video.
What am I wearing? Oh, is that an apron?
God.
Yeah.
I thought I was wearing
Oh,
bright
wait a
red
minute.
shorts.
Is it an apron?
I think so.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead
can't
and
really
let it
tell
boil for
you.
a few minutes before-
Oh, yeah.
Nice oven mitts, bro.
Yeah.
What goes really good with this?
That was so good.
Chris, is the sound on that video right now?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
not
just want to make sure.
Can you not hear it?
No, but I also don't want to be talking over it. So if everybody else is listening to it, I'll just eat my taco and shut my mouth.
So John can't hear the video unless he's listening to the actual... That's the problem here. The only way you can hear the video is if you listen to the actual live stream, which there will be like a 9-second delay. Is there a delay? There's no delay for John anymore, guys? Well, I'm not playing it right now. Here, let me go to the sound in that video was kind of messed up anyway. Let me just go to a different video real quick. Quesadillas. Oh, this one's a good one. It's wacky cake. Don't smoke, guys. Oh, there's Max.
Aw.
And I'm also going to make
Ew,
a
not while I'm eating. I don't want to watch that.
So let's get started.
Can you guys hear this?
Okay, so with a wacky cake, all you have to do is mix all your dry ingredients together, mix all your wet ingredients together in another bowl, and then pour the wet ingredients into the dry, stir it up, pour it into the pan, and bake it away.
And John, you're wearing the same shirt too. So.
Oh yeah.
You can. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear all three, but no delay with John. You can share the audio with him. So everything's good. Oh, okay. So the only delay, John, is for you to hear the actual video. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Look at Chris. I got the shirt.
All right, so that's the shirt, guys. That shirt that he's holding up is the shirt from like 10 years ago that he has over here.
That's a high quality.
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit, bud.
Shirt.
Am I breaking up too, or is it just John? Are we losing John? Yeah, everything you just said was all like a robot voice. It was all broken up.
Oh, it was really funny. Well, Chris, maybe with my connection, I'll just hop on long enough for a video with you guys.
Yeah, I don't think I can share my audio with him, unfortunately. Unless I do it through this webcam with you. I don't know. This is really complicated because I got like all these things. Anyway, I'm trying my best here. It was good for the video, but for the live stream, he's going to have a delay there. So let me just, go through. John's already, he was here.
I've seen it.
He was there. So I'm just going to play some of it.
It's really easy to do. So what we have here is a cup and a half of white flour.
I'm going to speed it up a little bit.
Gross.
The wet goes into the dry.
Now we just got to stir it. In here, I'm just going to coat the sides and the bottom. And then what I do is I dump a little bit of cocoa powder in there.
Oh, this is fun when you do this.
Try to get it some on the sides.
I was like, wow, look at that.
Yeah. All right. Now, this is really quick and easy. I feel like I've only been doing this for 2 minutes.
Here, we're going to see.
So we're going to preheat the oven to 350.
I had so many
Mine's already
hopes and dreams back then. I thought I was going to be, a chef or something.
Well, you were. You are a co-author of a cookbook, dude. It's in three languages.
Just think if I would have quit my job when you did and we just went super serious.
Yeah, we went like straight up apocalyptic,
It's safe to say right now, I can say this safely, I made the wrong choice, 100%. I don't care who hears it, it was the wrong choice.
Well, there's always the now. I don't know if that... We'll figure it out.
Maybe we lost our chance, Chris.
Maybe. But maybe not. Let's keep going.
And we're going to pop it in. You ready?
There's Max.
It's as simple as that. Now you just have to wait 20 minutes. I don't have a timer anymore because I had to use it to kill a zombie and I broke it. So I'm just going to guess, and I'll see you in 20 minutes. Actually, while we're waiting, let's make the peanut butter frosting.
Okay, so he makes the peanut butter frosting. My favorite part of this video is coming up, though. You know what I'm talking about, right, John?
Yes, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
It's time for my hourly zombie check.
I always made him do this stuff, and he'd be like, what are we doing? I'm like, it's about zombies.
We're all clear still. You never know, though. Anyway, let's let this cake cool. And then we'll frost it. But you gotta
what
make
do my
sure
neighbors think of me?
I know.
it's cold before you
Drama llama.
frost it. Otherwise, you're just gonna make a giant mess. Nobody wants to do that. So I have a confession to make. I was testing to see if the cake was done, and I dropped the knife in it. All right? Nobody's perfect.
That's what happens when you're filming Vegan Zombie. Like, you drop knives in your cake. Yeah, he killed a zombie with a timer. Okay, here's my favorite part. It's coming up.
But it is done. It's ready to go. It's cooled off, so we're going to frost the hell out of it. Normally what we would do, if you want to make it look really nice, when we're going to tip it upside down, is take a knife just to flatten it out.
Right here, guys.
Saw down. Whoop. Okay. Peel off the skin. Hello, Clarice.
Oh,
I
man.
know what you're talking about now.
You didn't know at first, did you?
I thought it was something else.
Oh, hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we're going to flip it upside down. So we'll take this.
flip it
Hold.
in reverse. Oh, there's another funny part in
Oh,
this one,
flip
too. I forgot about the second one. This one has
Go
a
fast, 'cause
couple
I'm
good
that
ones.
hungry for cake. Lift it off.
He's
So I
showing
still
you how to
have
make...
that- I
What?
have that cake pan and that cutting board still.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Is that your cutting board or mine? Because I have the same one, I think.
I don't. That might have been yours, 'cause I don't know if I got mine until after I moved out of that place.
Okay, let's
And
keep going.
begin frosting.
Okay.
Nice face.
All right, guys. We're all frosted up and ready to go.
Here we go.
I normally like to make a big double-decker one, but
Why was there a cake piece missing? I guess we'll find out.
stay. For this, it's easy, it's quick, it's delicious. I think. Let's try it.
I think. Let's try it. You guys, if you need a quick, easy chocolate cake,
No.
this is it. You can make...
It's really, really, really good.
Trinity's turned out more like a brownie.
So there you
tonight,
have it,
though.
my survivors out there.
Yeah,
We
she
have
was
a
saying that she tried making
peanut
it.
butter wacky cake. It's really good. Get creative with it. You could make 2 of them and stack them on top of each other with a big peanut butter center. Switch the frosting up. The old...
Okay, here's the blooper. This is the blooper at the end of the video. I used to put all the bloopers at the very end of the video.
Peanut butter cup wacky cake. Cut like a piece of pie. I like to like...
You can hear me laughing in that, actually. Oh, man.
So I'm watching the video on a delay, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I-
are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let me find another video for you guys. All
Oh,
right.
Trinity said it came out great after all. I
Oh.
mean, brownie, cake, it doesn't matter. It's all delicious.
Let's see. I'll just tell him real quick because you were talking about it earlier in our video, but you like the chili one. I showed him that one last night where it blows up. And the No Killy Philly. Oh, you know which one we're going to watch? I really wish we weren't on a delay, but we're going to watch Mombi.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So let me give you a little backstory on this one. All right. So this was another challenging one for my visual effects, and it was fun. And we did it in the middle of the winter, over by where John's parents live. And it was the perfect place, out in the middle of nowhere. What was it? It was like Cornell. It was Cornell
Yeah, so
owned that.
Right down the street from where I live is like a large piece of property, like 80 or a few hundred acres, actually, I think it is. And it's where they do like biology research and like they study stuff in Oneida Lake. And so it was really cool. It was like gated off and everything, but the gates are always open. So when I was a kid, I used to like go like for walks down there, and it was really beautiful.
The Wizard of Oz monthly. That's weird. I just read about the Wizard of Oz. Oh, and you showed me the picture earlier today about the Wizard of Oz.
So I thought maybe that was your dad. Do you think does that look like him at all?
Oh no, yeah, that's definitely my dad. I didn't know.
He's your dad?
Yeah, I didn't know if that's what you were asking.
Yeah.
No, that is that's my dad.
So that's before I ever met your brother. That picture was taken because my mom loves the Wizard of Oz. So they were there May of '92, and they took that picture of your dad. So my mom took a picture of your dad before we all met.
Okay, so that was 1992. I was only 16. This was the Oz Day Parade, and
I met your brother like a year or two later.
there it is. Yeah, that's definitely. I didn't know that's what you were asking me.
That's what
Like-
I was asking. Like, is this your dad? I need to know. Is that Tin Man Tom?
Yeah, that's my dad.
That's Tin Man,
Yep.
dude. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. We live in a small enough area.
Well, I've told everybody on here before that. Oh, I didn't screenshot. I actually saw it earlier today. All the Munchkins all came to my house and they signed a postcard for me.
Nice.
And I scrolled through that picture earlier today. I'm like, I should repost this sometime. But anyway, just ran 3 miles. I should go do that too. All right, so here we go. We're going to start this video. So you said Cornell owns that property. So we wanted to, it was real cold. And anyway, just watch the video, I guess. Here we go. Okay, here we are and go. Week 62. Anyway, it says week 62 in case like it's hidden. Okay, no, it's not. It's not hidden. Here's what happened.
The snow, it shows me where they've been. The cold, it slows them down. No fresh tracks, no fresh blood. It's kept me safe so far, but today I had to get out. I've been living alone for a while now. I had to see if there was anyone else out there. Could it be possible that I'm the only one alive?
This is where I grew up.
Yeah. And if you notice here, like there was nothing there, and I actually put like a visual effects like biohazard sign on that. Like, I mean, you could tell it's fake, but it was really hard to do that.
It's a desperate attempt to find something.
Those are
Another
the gates I
survivor,
was just talking
a
about.
sign.
Well,
an answer.
I mean, it's a delay, so.
Yeah, well, as soon as you talk, I'm just gonna I'll pause it so that we can hear it.
An end. Hope.
So that wasn't really there. I put that there.
Blood. Something terrible happened here. This must have been some sort of research facility.
Oh yeah, wasn't it a posted? That was a posted sign, wasn't it? I can't remember. I live there and I can't.
No, I don't think anything was there. Or if it was, it said maybe a posted sign. But I put that over it. I tracked it to the bricks. All it was a picture I took off of Google, and I put like some blood spatter on it and some bullet holes in it or something.
Maybe there's something I can use inside.
We definitely got to do another video like this. See, the problem is when I started doing it, I didn't have somebody to film the way I wanted it to be filmed. So like I stopped doing it. Like it just everything changed. So this is how we used to do the videos. This is how I always loved making videos. Like I had all these like creative like thoughts and shots to do, like this close one of John looking around, and you can't really do that when you're the only one. Like when it's only me, I can't really get those shots. So
Yeah.
It seems safe for now. There's no fresh tracks, no fresh blood. Should I enter a gated area? What if I'm trapped?
When I was a kid, Chris, you know those lanterns thingies at the top of the gate there? That
yeah,
you're looking at?
yeah.
So my next door neighbor and I, we snuck out of the house when we were kids once, and somebody thought it was a good idea, not me, to smash one of those. So they broke all the glass. They were throwing beer bottles at it. Naughty.
Very, very naughty. Very naughty.
Just a little side story for you.
Oh, by the way, you'll hear another crow in this one. For some reason, I just like to put the sound of the crow in these. It's just eerie. I don't
What
know.
if they find me in here? What if there's no other way out? I've seen this before. No fresh tracks, no fresh blood.
This is like a legit zombie short now that I'm watching this. Like, this could be like a short zombie movie.
This was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I really, really liked this one.
The crows. Playing with the focus there.
What is this place? Should I go in?
If you just got here in the chat, we're going through old videos that we made and we're narrating over them. And this is one of our zombie ones that we did. And John's mom is in this, so let's keep watching and see what happens.
No fresh tracks. It's dark in here. Is there even power? Maybe there's someone alive. Maybe there's something.
You keep cocking the gun too.
I have to be careful. Who knows what's waiting inside?
So I put another caution sign down there, by the way. That didn't, the blood, none of that's there.
But I have to know.
But it looks like it's there. So it looks like he's coming in here, but what we did was we had him pretend, because that door that he tried to open was locked. He couldn't open it. So he tried to open the door, and then we went over to John's parents' house, and this is the garage, right? And then the door just opens all dark like this. It really sells it pretty well here. All right, so let's keep going. Can you see that?
Yeah, but point it to the main one that actually shows the video.
That's it right
Or
here.
actually, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. Now I can see the video in real time and see the comments in real time.
All right, cool.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Actually, Jeremy was here helping us film this one too. He wasn't in this one, but he was helping us.
Kristen was here too.
Oh, she was in the living room?
Yeah, she was here. I just don't know. She wasn't in it at all. This is my parents' garage.
Yeah. But I think we did good with the sound effects too, especially when you drag the axe across the floor. I think it's right here. Yeah. Yeah, the silence is a little scary. That was the whole point. You know, we wanted to show what was happening to John in between like cooking episodes, like in the zombie apocalypse. We actually collaborated with somebody called Zombie Popcorn. And they did some of the audio for us. Coming up. An old radio. It was perfect. Everything in here was perfect.
Hello? Hello, can anybody hear me?
I can hear you, John.
This is Zombie Popcorn Radio reaching out to any remaining survivors. We have found...
Hello? Can you hear me?
I repeat, we have found the safe haven. If your phones are still working, we have set up a survival hotline for you to call.
I didn't get your location. Where are you at?
2195. Again, that is 757-337-2195.
It is not safe here where I am. All phones are down. This seems to be my only means of communication. Can you hear me?
Zombie Popcorn reaching out to any survivors. We have found the out.
Help!
Your mom played a good zombie. I don't think people realize, but I did special effects so that the gun looked like it was recoiling every shot you did. When in fact it wasn't doing anything. It's a fake gun. But yeah.
Hello, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
I take the radio with me.
You take it with you.
I actually took it to the apartment too, didn't I? Because we needed it for the.
Oh yeah. Because after this we made the pot pie. Okay, so that was that video. That was fun. That was a fun video. What did you guys think of that? It was a zombie video, and we made it back in 2011.
That was a lot of fun, and that we had time. The weather was perfect.
And then that led to the pot pie video, because I think at the end of the pot pie video,
This was supposed to be the...
funny thing is my brother sings the song for this pot pie video. Remember that? I don't know if
No.
you remember that, but he does the...
I don't remember.
Reaching out to any remaining survivors. We have found a safe haven from the outbreak. I repeat.
I had to come back to my hideout. I'm trying to fix this radio. I made some sort of contact, but this radio needs a lot of work. It's probably older than I am. All right, so I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is we found...
So he's wearing the zombie popcorn shirt right there. And they have like a webcast. They do like... They are vegan too, so it's pretty cool.
Found a safe haven. Our friends at Zombie Popcorn have reached out, and we've gotten in touch with them. The bad news is my radio broke.
Thanks,
I have no
guys.
idea where they are. So until I fix the radio, you can check them out right here.
So this is super old. But anyways, I won't go through everything, but John makes the pot pie, which, by the way, guys, this is one of my favorite recipes. Even Craig made this recipe for his parents. I made it for my parents.
It's so cool.
Yeah, he did. I filmed it, and we did a whole video of him making it for his parents. Yeah, everybody loves this recipe.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I thought these two videos together, that was my favorite time with the vegan zombie. I really if we could have kept doing that and had all the time to make those kind of videos. It was a lot of fun. I thought there were some really funny parts. I don't know, is this the one where I worked out or ate ice cream or something? And
that's why I'm trying to
stupid stuff. And yeah, but this is one of my favorite videos. I loved the recipe. I was like, we're there, man. We made it.
Yeah.
We got 80 views on this video.
I don't know how many views this one has, but I'm trying to find the part. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you're making the top for it now. Let's see it.
You need to make a couple slices to vent out some of the steam.
This is so good.
She's ready for the oven.
That's a big pot.
Preheat the oven at 350.
Big pie.
Put it in there for about 20 minutes.
I
Once it
make
starts
little
to
mini
brown
ones
on top,
now. They're more fun.
The what?
I make little mini versions of that now, and little ramekins,
Yeah.
Self-serving little pot pies.
I made mine with the crust on the bottom and the top, like an authentic one.
Nice.
It's really good.
It's done. So you might ask yourself, well, John, what am I going to do? I have 20 minutes, a half hour. I'm waiting for this to cook. Well, if you're not watching a scary movie with zombie popcorn, here's what I like to do.
So this is my brother singing and playing this. I don't remember if you remember that. I don't remember if you remember. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that, but yeah, my brother sent me this and I put it in the video. He was so proud of it.
Oh, I can't hear the audio, so I'll listen to it afterwards. Why would I shoot a gun inside?
I told you to do really stupid things like what you would do in a zombie apocalypse. You're working out, you're staying fit, you're target practicing in your room. I don't know.
I like the cry break though. That's my favorite.
The cry break. Eating ice.
Never change.
Did you already eat the ice cream, or was that already?
What do you say we check it? Oh yeah, it's done. So, what I like to do is I take a ladle.
Ooh.
I just
This is like the best
crunch
part
it
in Vegan
there,
Zombie right here. This part right here.
Pull up
Boom.
the crust.
Oop.
Pop it
That
on the
right
plate.
there. That scoop right there.
Why did you put it in a bowl?
I don't know.
You know,
But it looks so good. Look how
right,
good
let's
that. There's some tofu. Those are chunks of our tofu, our baked tofu.
Give it a try. Take a little bit of crust, a little bit of everything in one bite.
So, really funny side story about this apartment. It was like on the side of a big hill, and like right next to the kitchen is just almost ground level, and I always had like bugs and stuff, and I would just name them all Steve.
Steve.
So I was never alone. So we had Ant Steve, we had Mouse Steve. If there was Bee Steve, I would get him out, but the Spider Steve, I would let him stay.
Spider Steve.
Anyway, keep going. It's
Okay, here we go.
It's really good. This is a perfect meal for watching a nice scary movie. And I want to thank Zombie Popcorn for giving me the inspiration to make this dish. And thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. Well, I know I got enough food to last me a couple more days. So make sure you check out Zombie Popcorn because they're our new friends. And also, check out our YouTube page or check us out on Facebook. Most importantly, stay alive. I'm going to try to get that radio working and see if I can make some more contact.
Oh, here comes some more visual effects here. You got to put the glasses on right here. Oh, 6 Days to Never.
Oh,
That was my
yeah,
brother.
I remember that now.
Yeah. Okay. So
That was a fun video. That was one of my favorites.
that was a good one. Here we are again. Okay. Are you guys liking these? Do we want more? Should we like talk about some more videos we did back in the day? Let me see what else we even have here. I mean, we got like hundreds of videos, but let's see. Oh, I think we definitely, if you guys are liking the zombie ones, we definitely got to do the spicy black bean burrito because that's the one that leads into the Palace movie theater.
The burger one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that one.
A vegan zombie.
Okay, this is another. I like them all. So actually, guys, hold on 1 second. Let me stop this right there. I want to show you something. Get that out of there. Zeke, you gotta go sit down. Go sit down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, this is our cookbook right here. And it starts out with a comic. And look at that comic right there. It's from that picture. It's from that screen still. I don't know if you ever knew that, John.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's a few of those in here. And there's actually more in here. Let me see. There's a... I think it's from this video, too, actually. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Chris, while you have it paused, do you remember this shirt?
Yeah. I only made a few of those. And then you're wearing another... Oh, yeah. My brother has one of those because I used to put the vegan zombie on the back of the shirt. I only made like probably 4 or 5 of those.
Come on in. What are you doing? We're watching old videos.
Oh,
Remember the one when my mom was a zombie?
yeah.
Yeah, we just watched that one. Do you want to hear
Why does
anything?
it look so funny? Oh,
What?
This
Oh,
is
Chris
what it
has it
looks like.
paused.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we are going to finish this one. Ready? Here we go.
parents' house?
No. Josh. I don't think you ever met Josh.
Josh?
Yeah.
Big Josh?
No. The other Josh. He has an S after his last name. Same name, but with an S.
Wait, what are you talking about?
This is Josh's house, right? Or his girlfriend's house?
No, Josh who? No, this was where Jeff lived.
That's what I meant, Jeff.
Yeah.
I called him Josh. Good thing he's not watching.
They have the same last name, so
Oh, that's what I thought they had the same entire name,
yeah.
except for there was an S or something. Great. Thanks.
So this is a perfect video of how I envisioned all the videos being. This is about a 30-second intro. No, more like a minute and a half intro, and then it goes to the cooking.
I'm just putting it in. Yes.
Oh, good. A kitchen. I was getting pretty hungry.
So this is the house that I actually made my viral video in, the one that was in the movie Hellbenders, the possession video. So it is a creepy house.
We're hanging out in this old abandoned house. Kind of just went out wandering and found this place. So I'm thinking, I found the kitchen. And what's on the menu for today? Spicy black bean burgers. Get stoked. What do we need to
Nice
make?
effect
I'll
there.
show you.
Yeah.
One.
I did so many cool things back then. Now it's just like point the camera at me. Hey guys, how's it going? See you later. Bye. Here's my dog.
It's a lot easier, but
Yeah. I got to do more like these. That's what I want to. When all this is over, we got to make another movie.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, we're making the big movie too, but
There's
I
some
mean-
really cool places to film at Mockingbird too. So,
oh yeah, the Blair Witch basement.
well, like even in the Children of the Cornfield.
Oh, Children of the Cornfield. Okay, these black bean burgers are
This
delicious.
recipe makes about 5 burgers that are this size.
Oh, they
You
look
can make
good
little
right now,
sliders
actually.
if you want. I mean, I don't know. Get creative.
You're
So,
full.
On your plate.
Remember when we used to make delicious food?
Yeah.
Okay, here's.
There you go.
A long, long time ago.
So this is the beginning of that one where you saw John in the movie theater. This is right before that happened.
That's a good burger.
It is a good burger.
Not processed. It's just all good. Well, guys, that about wraps it up. The only things that were missing were some mayonnaise, some pickles. But they're still really good. I think you guys are going to love them. I made it one more day in this weird house, but I'm okay. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we'll keep you up to date on any new recipes we have in the works. And other than that, guys, just be careful out there.
Aw.
You can never be too careful.
You cocked it twice again. That's Jeff. That's the guy that lives there.
Yeah, there's Jeff. There's his girlfriend, I think.
Uh-oh. Green screen.
Love spell.
So the reason why this part is funny is because we had to voice over this, and Jeremy wasn't around to do that. So our friend Jeff voiced it over, and you guys wouldn't know because you don't know him, but we all know him, and it just sounds ridiculous to us. But the part where he says, "No, have you?" So whenever we saw him, we would be like, "No, have you?" Inside joke.
Have you been bit?
No, have you?
No. Here,
Here, put on some of my swag.
clean that blood off. We gotta get out of here soon. Wherever there's one, there's a lot more.
He got his shirt.
Hey, Michael Heron's on. Michael.
Oh, what's up, Michael? Haven't seen you in a while.
Michael, I hope you're staying safe in the city right now, man. Thinking about you. Or you're out of the city completely. So Chris, I think it's safe to say at this point in time that like 90% of the video or the recipes that I brought to the table, I either tested the night before or we just made it on the spot. There were only a couple of recipes that we really had to fine tune.
Well, the one that we had to fine tune the most was the omelet.
No. You had to fine tune it. I gave up after like it was 11 o'clock. I had to work the next morning. I got up at like 5 the next morning from a text message from you at like 3:30 and be like, dude, I got it. I was like, I don't know how the son of a bee pulled it off, but he did.
There it is, the vegan zomblet. We called it the vegan zomblet. Yeah, I never made it again. Once I perfected it, I was like, all right, that's it. On to something else. Oh, so we have to do the shepherd's pie, right? We have to do that one because that one was actually scary in real life. I'll tell you about that one. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to the live stream. How's everyone doing? I'm here with Jon, and we're just kind of going over some of our old videos from like 9, 10, 11 years ago, and we're just giving you some commentary about them, like behind the scenes, what went through our heads and all that good stuff. So what we're going to do right now is our shepherd's pie, and this one was actually scary shooting this. We actually did this at a Woodstock Farm animal sanctuary years and years, like 8 or 9 years ago. And we didn't know them. We had never been there. They wanted us to come down there and shoot a video. So, we told them what we wanted. They set it up for us to stay in the guest house. But we weren't going to get there until late at night. Like, we wouldn't get there until about midnight, I think. And they said, okay, well, the house is going to be ready. You can just walk in. Here's the address. Everything will be there. So we show up, and it's really dark, like really dark. And we go in there, and we set up. We start making our food and stuff. And it just was really weird because, like, the windows were really tall, and we just felt like somebody was watching us or something. We had no idea what was going on because there was no street lights. It was just pitch black out there. And the house looked like something from, like, a horror movie. It was a really old house. And we started hearing things. And we were like, what is that noise? What are we hearing? And then the toilet flushed upstairs, and there's not supposed to be anybody else there. And we're like, oh, my God. And I think at the end of this, where the bloopers are, you can hear, like, legit, like, Jon gets scared when, like, something makes a noise. Anyway, without further ado, let's make it.
That was a rough road trip to get to that farm for sure. We had to pull over like 5 minutes before.
Yeah, Jon gets a little car sick when he's not the one driving, and I was the one driving, and we made it almost all the way there, and like it's literally a mile before we got there, he's like, pull over. Anyway, let's
get into it.
Let's do it. Here we go. Bam.
The vegan zombie.
All right, there it is. That's how it looked. We should have somebody do a tally and find out how many zombies you actually killed.
That'd be fun.
Throughout all these years of videos. Look at these shots that I got. I actually used like a little slider thing too. Like right there. Perfect, like nice.
Oh, I remember that. That was a lot of this was a lot of fun. Creepy, fun, funny.
It was creepy.
Was cool.
Yeah. The wind chime. I did add the wind chimes later. Look at this. This is like legit, like kind of scary. Oh yeah, the swinging lights. You got to put that in a horror movie. But look at these shots and the shadows and the lights and. I know they were so like cinematic back then, and now it's just like a vlog type video. Sorry. But what can I say? People stopped watching these. I don't know. YouTube changed. Look at that with the knob in front of it. Like I was using all kinds of horror movie like scenes and Veg news. Oh, and so this is kind of corny.
Ain't that the truth?
It says, veganism saved my life, page 32. And then John's like got a cheesy one-liner. Here we go.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth?
Welcome back to another episode.
The way Cody said it was way funnier.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth?
So we're actually here with Cody. Cody is our makeup artist, and he came out there with us. We didn't dress anybody up as a zombie, though.
With the vegan zombie. Now you're probably asking yourself.
Yeah, I think people stopped watching these because YouTube got to the point where everybody wanted like really quick content. Nobody was patient for anything, and these videos were kind of long and drawn out cinematically. And people wanted recipes that were like bam, bam, bam. And then so they started getting like no views. So I changed the way I was doing things, and then it changed really dramatically when John left the show and I became the face of the show. I had to do things a little differently. I couldn't do them as cinematic because I was the actor and I was trying. So I had to have, instead of doing all these nice shots and everything, I had to put it all on a tripod. So, it's cool when I have, Craig to help me out, but, who knows the next time I'll be able to do that.
Hey, John, where are you? That's a good question. I don't know. I left my safe house early this morning. I lost track of time and it started to get dark. And straight ahead in that darkness, I saw a group of zombies coming my way. I knew I had to act fast. And then I came across this big abandoned farmhouse. The door was open, so I came in. And of course, I did my mandatory zombie sweep. The whole place was clean. And after that, I worked up a major appetite, and I'm starving. So I decided tonight, I'm
Hey,
gonna
Chris. It's really funny that like you can see how much better we got throughout the years of like, you kind of knew when to change the camera angle. As I would talk, I would know where you were gonna go. We had like this chemistry kind of thing when we were making the videos towards the end,
Yeah, where like you would do something, then you look right over at me before I said it, and you'd be like, I know I gotta do that again, right?
Yeah.
shepherd's pie, vegan zombie style. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. All right, first things first. I got some water boiling. I got some potatoes. We're gonna boil these bad boys up for about 20 minutes. We got 2 cups of Yukon Gold potatoes.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward through some of this. If you guys want to see the whole recipe, you can watch the video, or it's in the cookbook. So yeah, so after doing all these videos, I just want to show you the actual, I gotta find it, the shepherd's pie. But we ended up making a cookbook with all the recipes we had from these crazy zombie videos. Oh, there it is. So there's the shepherd's pie. Can you see it? Shepherd's pie. Right there in the cookbook. So yeah, like people wanted us to make a cookbook, and we put all those videos together, all the recipes from the videos, and because we never like set out to make a cookbook at the beginning.
We got 1 cup of sweet potato.
I really like how this looks. I mean, it looks, better than any like cooking videos I've done recently.
Bring that back up to a boil. Cover it for about 20 minutes until it all softens up.
Chris,
Then we're gonna
what camera?
This is the T2i. So my camera right now is it's way better than the camera I was using, but this camera is doing a really good job here.
So you were not using the Canon at this point.
It was a Canon, but not the one that you have. It was the one before that, the T2i.
Before.
It's a pretty cheap camera too. But back then, that was like, yeah.
This video is like really good.
Not only that, I was using the stock lens. This is not even really that good of a lens that I'm using.
Filling at the bottom of the pan, just like this. Spread it out nice and even. Leave about 1.5 inches or 2 thick. Good thing this is a really easy recipe. We're almost done. Now this has to be perfect, because if it's not, you will die.
I had to do that in all of them because you'd always say, really dramatic, you will die if you don't wear oven mitts, you will die.
Well, you know what? Mine doesn't have to be perfect, because if I spend that much time, I probably will die. Before we pop it in the oven, we're just going to put a nice little slice down the middle of that. We do that to release some of the steam so it doesn't explode all over the sides. and we're ready to go. 350 degrees. We're gonna check it after 20, but it's gonna be in there for about 40 minutes.
I'm reading the comments in here. Yeah, so right now we only have the ebook for this, and the ebook, just like many ebooks, you cannot print them out. That's what the whole point of an ebook is.
When you take that out of the oven, make sure you have an oven mitt on, or you will burn your hand right off your body. Well, guys, it's been about 45 minutes. It smells delicious. We're ready to take it out of the oven. Wonderful friends here in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. It's been 10 minutes.
You walk away and then you're like, wait, I'm not done yet. You come back. Did you see that? Here, watch it again.
I was watching the comments.
Oh, okay, here we go. You like walk away and you're like, wait, I'm not done.
Wonderful friends here in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Bam.
It's been 10
Oh,
minutes.
wait, I gotta come back.
It's time to eat. Now it's time to taste it
that looks good.
and enjoy it.
Oh, man. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Hot.
It is fantastic. Exploding with flavor. Vegan shepherd's pie.
I bounce my head too much when I talk. Really fantastic.
Oh no, it looks like they got in.
You're not even worried about you're just eating your shepherd's pie.
Looks like I gotta go do another zombie sweep. I'll see you guys next time.
This is funny right here. I told you to like, hey, you gotta come back and do this.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Food is most important when zombies are breaking in.
Some things just never change.
Okay, so the next morning we actually met everyone there, and then we went out and we did the animal sanctuary thing. We met all the animals, and that was part 2 of the video. That was, one of the main reasons why we went there.
It's so crazy to think, like...
I think there's a blooper right here. Not so much a blooper, but you actually hear a real sound and the look on your face when you hear it. So here it is, guys.
What is going on out there? I'm so scared right now.
All right. So that was shepherd's pie. I'm really digging the quality of my videos like 10 years ago.
I know, it's like, oh man, these were actually really good.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stuff you put out now is garbage.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm kidding.
I feel like it is compared to that, I got a way better camera, and
the thing is, it's like, honestly, what I think is happening is like people just want to cook vegan food. Veganism is on the rise, and they're looking for a shorter video. But I still think people would love.
This had a great appeal to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just not something everybody does. I mean, cooking shows even to this day don't do it. I've tried to pitch this to the Food Network. I go, if we had a real budget for this and we could actually do this with, a real studio and, kind of make like a 30-second to 40, a minute long intro where there's, something creepy like that. There's zombies, then you find a kitchen and you make a couple meals up real quick and then you kind of get out of there. I think that would really appeal to little kids as well as adults, and ultimately promote veganism in a fun way. That was always our, we are promoting veganism in a fun, entertaining way because, there's so many cooking channels out there. We wanted to make something unique. I mean, there were no vegan cooking shows when we started the channel, but, now there's like 1 billion cooking shows out there. So it's hard to like stand out. I already talked about when we went into vegan treats, and like I'm like, dude, we got to go back in because my audio was off. Oh God, that was so. I hate that stuff. Hey man, I know I felt weird already doing this 10 minutes ago, but I have to redo the whole thing, and they're like, sure.
Maybe we could take a few questions here intermittently before we go to a next video. How's everybody liking these? 1 billion? Yeah, so I used to do that. Like if you want to skip right to the video, because I felt like a lot of people probably aren't going to want to watch all this stuff, you know. So if you want to skip right to the video, bam, that kind of thing. I would definitely need some cameramen nowadays if I was going to do this again, because I can't do it while I'm acting in it. So
Yeah.
pad thai. The peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, that was a good one. And the corn dogs.
Oh yeah.
The bloopers were even funnier.
Yeah. Corey is in that one too.
Yep.
He was a pretty good zombie.
You want to watch that one?
Yeah, let's watch that one.
Okay. And then we could do the Strong Hearts one.
Oh yeah.
We're at about an hour right now, so we can do that.
Cooking?
Cooking with the vegan zombie. Here we go. This is the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Oh, the one that I go. Just get right on the table.
With the vegan zombie.
Okay, so right here, real quick, that right there behind him, that was the whole area that he was in when the snowstorm, where his mom was a zombie. Right? That's the same place. Yeah, that's it.
I can't really see the.
This is down at the end.
Yes, that's it. I just can't. The way the camera is, it's like I'm seeing the negative of the video, so it's hard for me to see where it is. But yeah, that's the house. Inside that building back there where those lights are, they have like these big giant pools of water. I think they study some fish there and stuff. I don't know. I've never been in there.
Look at that moon. Perfect up there too. Like.
You guys, I came back to this place just because I love this kitchen. And I got all the ingredients I need to make some delicious cookies.
Because you need cookies in a zombie apocalypse. Do you want to tell people where we're filming?
So this is the place called the Parish Center, where I used to go to church when I was a kid. And I think it was my senior year in high school, I used to mow the lawn with my next door neighbor. We used to mow that whole lawn there. And my brother and my father, they would like set the chairs up and take the chairs down after church. So they let us come in. I don't know, Chris, what time was it? It was like 10 o'clock one night. Nobody was around. We had the key and the password to get in. And so that's when we filmed that. We also filmed the Will Travel for Vegan Food video there too.
Yeah, we did 3 videos here that and we did the benefit.
We did the Tamerlane benefit. This is the kitchen where I'm standing in this picture. I had to make like
ravioli,
1,000 raviolis.
Yep. And you started at like 5 a.m. All right, let's finish this.
So let's do this. So I found the ingredients to make us a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. Now this isn't any ordinary peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. This is a Go Vegan peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. With ingredients you could find pretty much anywhere. So let's get started. So what do we need? 3/4 cups of creamy peanut butter. 1/3 cup of Earth Balanced natural buttery spread.
I don't even think they sell them like that anymore. They sell them in like the square ones. You know, that was the round one.
3/4 cups of sugar.
Oh, yeah.
A 1/2 cup of almond milk. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 2 cups of flour. And 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. All right, we're gonna start with a medium mixing bowl. We're gonna add our Earth Balance and our peanut butter first. We're gonna add the sugar. We're gonna mix it all up.
This would totally appeal to kids, you know what I'm saying?
That was like one of the biggest things. Like my 4-year-old loves your videos.
Oh yeah?
Awesome.
Yeah.
4-year-olds love me, you guys.
No, Linda, I didn't call it that because my mom called it that because we used to all call it Go Vegan when we were younger. Like we'd say Go Vegan, or we'd be like, is it Go?
Are those Go?
Are those Go? Is that Go? And then my mom started saying it, and when she was around like her friends and relatives, she goes, "Chris, everything over here is go," and they'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And I mean, we all knew, but
Dude, I haven't said that in so long. I can't believe you just brought that up. That's amazing.
no, Linda brought it up because I did a video.
Yeah. Like I remember being in high school and being like, "Yo, is that go?"
Is that go? Is it
I
go?
got that from you, obvious.
We got to bring it back. Yeah, we got to bring it back. Okay, here we go.
Yo, these are totally go.
These are go. That's what I'm gonna say in every video now. These are totally go.
Add our vanilla extract, our almond milk. It's about gizzard. Stir that up.
Do you have the sound on?
I can't hear it, unfortunately.
You just talked about the gizzards. Oh my god.
Next step, we're gonna add the salt. And now the baking powder. Next, the flour. You stop laughing right now. Last but not least, we're gonna fold in our chocolate chips.
Isn't this the video where I told you to get right up on the table and come right at the camera? Or is that the corn dog?
I don't know.
All right.
That might be the corn dog one. I was kind of in a bad mood this night anyway because I had to get up super early in the morning.
Oh, that's dumb. You just said that's dumb. No, you said it's done.
Right? You can't eat too many of these peanut butter cookies when they're done. You're gonna wanna, but if you eat them all, you're not gonna be able to run fast enough from the zombies. So just eat a couple. I'll probably eat them all, but I haven't had a cookie in like 20.
They want to know how was your back then? It seemed fine back then.
Yeah, I mean, back then it would be, if I had a really long day at work, it would just be really sore in certain parts of my back, all the way up until like 2015. That's when it actually started to hurt.
Yeah, if that is if it is the Earth Balance cutting board, then it's mine. I still have it downstairs.
Yeah, that one's yours. Yep.
I'm 62 years old now.
People actually believe you. They're like, "What are you? What?" I can't believe people actually were like, "You really 62?"
Now all you need to do is find yourself some parchment
Yeah,
paper,
here it is.
put it on a cookie sheet, and take this tablespoon.
Oh yeah, I started laughing right there. Though.
Yeah, I go, just get right on.
Right here. You scoop out this cookie dough like this. You form it into a little ball. You dip it in some sugar.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. Again, you can just okay. So you got the cookies done.
You around.
Those cookies were so good. Look at those.
Yeah, they were good.
Silly me. I should probably clean up my mess before I go back out there, huh?
Yeah. He's washing his hands, that's for sure. Corey played an awesome zombie, by the way. You know what's really kind of weird is so we were just talking about Jeremy and in the French toast video, and I said how he had a kidney transplant, and Corey is our friend that had a double lung transplant. I don't know if that.
We just got, and Kristen has a liver transplant. We got a lot of transplant friends, Chris.
Yeah. Mr. Steal Your Cookies. Yeah, Rue.
Dude, he drooled on him.
He did.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, by the way, look at him, and then look at the cookbook, right? There it is. So he's actually in the cookbook. He's, let's see, one of the zombies in the cookbook. There's John doing the dishes. There he is.
Yeah, new life. Corey still has cystic fibrosis, but he's doing great now with his new lungs. And Kristen's downstairs watching something on her phone. New life. Or Holly, sorry.
For a minute there, like I thought he was a real zombie.
I always find it's important to do your dishes in a zombie apocalypse after making a nice, delicious cookie.
Yeah, if you want to use that kitchen again, you definitely got to do that. You got to do the dishes for the next person that comes in there.
Exactly.
So that means Cody was there with us because Cody did all the makeup.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he smells the cookies. You're like, get away from my cookies.
This is not part of the deal.
No!
So now we don't know what happens to John, and we got to stay tuned all the way next month for the next episode to find out if he gets out. But this is a long time ago, so yeah. Well, wait, no, the very end of it. Okay, so the very end of it. Oh, that was just like kind of like a sneak, a little sneak.
A sneaky snake.
A sneak. All right. Do you want to? Do you guys want to? Do you want to watch the Strong Hearts one?
Yeah, we can watch Strong Hearts one. Yeah,
Okay.
no, maybe I'll sign off after that.
Yeah. We've been on for about a little over an hour, so we'll do the Strong Hearts one, and I think then we can call it. All right. That was a fast zombie too.
Hashtag cookie slap.
Yeah. Jesse Vegan Miner says, pitch this to Hulu, Netflix, gotta know someone. Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, I tried pitching my my actual movie to them, so.
Well, Chris, can I just say one thing? And I'm not trying to speak ill of anybody.
Okay.
There's this other dude on Hulu, and I can't remember his name, but it's just a guy. It's like a really amateur type video, and he's on Hulu. Made it seem like almost like a YouTube video, but just on Hulu. If that guy can do it, why can't we?
Does he have? Is it like a cooking show or a zombie show? What is it?
No, it's a cooking show. Like he makes, I think he makes mostly fermented stuff. I think it's something. I think the guy's name's Brad. It's Alive or something. Hang on, I'll Google it.
You know, if we did the right stuff and we did it in this fashion again, I think we could do it. But I think people pretty much have like forgotten all about our old videos, and I think a lot of my subscribers, some of you guys that have watched all of my videos like in the last year or two, like have no idea that I had all these videos. But again, Jesse, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm going to start putting that in all of my Go Vegan. It's Go Vegan in all my Instagram things. And
don't worry, guys. All of this is completely Go Vegan.
Well, that actually, D Rabbit White, that's what we were saying. I think we said it in the sequel to that. The sequel to that video, by the way, is the corn dog recipe. And I think we said, that cookie that he ate may be like eating a vegan cookie might start to cure the zombie. So, see you later, Jim. Have
Bye,
fun
Jim.
with the pups.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like all the old videos.
Yeah, it's like bringing back some fun memes.
Yeah. I mean, we still have, the vegans. It's just, anything that pretty much promotes veganism. And it was fun back in the day because we did it through zombies. And, so many people, I've got criticized by it before. Like, well, you can't do this with zombies and you can't use guns. And I'm like, oh, yeah? Well, we seem to be doing all right. A lot of people are going vegan. Okay, so I'm going to do the Strong Hearts one. So this one right here. Macbeth Footwear reached out to us and wanted us to. They sent us some shirts and some shoes, and so Tom DeLonge is the owner of that. Tom DeLonge is one of the frontmen for Blink 182, and so they sent us some like vegan shoes and shirts and stuff like that, and we made this kind of like a commercial kind of thing for them. So we teamed up with Strong Hearts Cafe, which is the only vegan restaurant here in Syracuse, And this is what we made. Oh, by the way, this was another one of our really big productions, like the Palace Theater. We had lots of people here. They were signing waivers and stuff like that. So here we go.
This was the day Macbeth saved my life.
Gray.
Oh, I missed that sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it misses you, too. It's Laura the Smiling Zombie, too. Right there.
Yep. You guys, I didn't even smile the whole time. Some of these guys drove from, that dude right there drove from Long Island in the striped shirt.
He took a train. Gray?
Took a train. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Laura the Smiling Zombie, the dead one. Oh man, you're in trouble.
Some of the people that were zombies in this one, they came up to me afterwards, like weeks later, like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I didn't recognize him, and they're like, "Oh, I was one of the zombies in the Strong Hearts video." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you without all the makeup on."
Yeah, without all the makeup, yeah. Is the brand still in business? Yeah, Macbeth is still in business. Thank you, Hummus Hero. I don't know if I could get any of the other actors. I've been trying to get Cody for a long time, our makeup artist, but he refuses to be on camera. Yeah, I don't know. So coming up here, right here, is Aaron's dad. Remember that?
Yeah.
Here's Aaron's dad. Oh my God! Remember the zombie Jesus?
Yes.
That was so weird.
Creepy.
We'll tell you that one in a second. Those are the Macbeth shoes.
Hello?
Hey guys. Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh my gosh! I thought they were regular humans, but they're human zombies.
You're gonna need those Macbeth shoes to get you out of there.
If only they were the right size.
They did really good for being zombies. Yeah, Tom is from Blink-182.
Thank you, Holly.
So there they are, the twins. So John, it's for those of you that know that John was in a band with the twins behind him. There they are. They're zombies in our video. Very musically talented, all three of them.
Yeah, Kaylee just got off of a tour with Frank Turner, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing good down there. Is she in Tennessee? Nashville?
She's actually in Philly now.
Oh.
Kalina, the other twin, is in Tennessee, Chattanooga. She's got
Okay.
her own company down there. But both of them are amazing musicians.
Yeah. And Amazing Zombies, as we can see right here.
Of course. I forgot they were in this.
So when we were in the hallway there, this guy showed up that nobody knew who he was, and he was in full costume, better than anything we had there. And he was like a zombie Jesus, and his feet were like hooves, goat hooves. And he just kind of came there and took pictures real quick, and then he took off. No one knew who he was. Really weird. I have pictures of it somewhere. I had to put you. Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh, I used to be able to run upstairs like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we really were on the roof of this building, right there in Syracuse. And we did a really cool effect from it too. So Steve. So he looks down. It's pretty far down there. You're like on the 4th floor.
There were a lot of people involved in this.
Yeah. And this is late at night too. Because we didn't do it until they closed. You jumped. I made it look like you landed on him. Macbeth. So Strong Hearts Cafe. So that's Jeff. He's the guy that owns the comic shop that we saw the other night at the comic book store.
Good to see another survivor. Welcome to the safe haven.
You guys open for business?
We are for you, not for them.
Whoa! You're alright.
Oh, that's Tammy. She owns 10 Forward Cafe. Okay, that's those are some of our videos from way back in the day. I hope you guys liked them. There's a ton more if you guys ever want to go over, check them out on your own. Yeah, Stay Gold, DJ Stay Gold. You guys open for business?
You know, Chris, I think I'm gonna take the opportunity to bow out gracefully now for the evening.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna.
This was a lot of fun.
Does anybody have any questions for John before he goes? Thank you.
Thank you.
Strong Hearts is open, but only for curbside delivery. Curbside pickup, I mean. Okay, John. All right, man. Thanks for doing this. And any other time you want to come on, I know you probably got a lot of time now, so just let me know.
Yeah, well, actually, I'll have my internet up and running hopefully by Saturday or Sunday. so I'll have a little bit better quality, and I'll actually be posting videos on my channel next week, hopefully. So
Okay,
I
cool.
will see you guys soon, and Chris, I'll talk to you later, bud.
All right. I'll see you
Have
later.
a good night. Later.
So yeah, that video right there led into the next video, Larry, which was the vegan egg trick muffin. So let me just close out my Skype real quick. Alrighty. Now it's just one camera and one zombie. Yeah, John really can't do too much exercise because of his back. Not like he used to. Like, he can't run or anything like that. I don't even need these again. So, I don't know. You guys, any questions before I get going? You lost the sound. You can't hear me now? Still coming from the webcam? Wait, what's coming from the webcam? Hello? Can you hear me? All right, yeah. Race, what's your brilliant idea? Write it again so I don't have to go all the way up. I think John's still... What is that? It's like a dead Skype. It's like dying Skype. Oh, Holly, did your kids watch this too? It's low? You can't hear me? Guys, I've never touched the volume of my microphone. It should be... It's all the way up. Yeah, I really need to. I met up. Well, I didn't meet up in person, but I talked to a producer in California that's vegan, and I was supposed to meet with him about my movie during Expo, which never happened because I wasn't able to fly there. So. Wait. I'm trying to... What happened to my back? Yeah, I had a herniation and I had sciatica. I had back surgery about 10 years ago. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. Can you guys not hear me? The YouTube channel Local 58, I have not. Okay, sound is fine. I'm just trying to get to the... Okay, Race says, in new movie, make the zombies all spoofs of anti-vegans. Spheres, but... Oh, that's a good idea. Could do that. Would I move to Mars? Not in its current day situation. I like Earth. What are the best vegan cookies you can order on the internet? I don't know. ePastry has some good cookie dough that you can make your own cookies with. They don't even need makeup. Yep, John is gone. I can kickflip. The Skype. Okay, I'm trying to get caught up here with all these. Oh, you're going to watch some scary movies. Have fun, Holly. Do I ever wish the human race didn't exist so animals were never exploited? Yeah, I don't wish that we didn't exist because, like, I love life and I wouldn't exist if that was the case. But yeah, there's some bad people and there's some like ignorant people and the whole, yeah, I'm not happy about the things that are happening to animals. Oh, you're eating the Barukas nuts. Okay, so you guys want me to talk about my back surgery? I do not meditate. E-pastry makes a good cookie dough, not cookies. Most people don't even make cookies with them because they just eat the cookie dough. All right, so I think I'm... You know what? I answered that question the other night, and I thought I saw Midsummer, but I don't think I have seen Midsummer. Is that... Let me just look at the... Did I see it? No, I didn't. I didn't see it. Okay, so back surgery. So, let's see. In 2009, I was living in Washington, D.C., and I was living in Arlington, working in Washington, D.C. as a special investigator. And I was trying to practice so I was able to do the physical fitness for the FBI test. And, back in 2009, this is March 2009, so exactly 11 years ago, right before I even started the Vegan Zombie. And I was working out, and I saw a workout on the internet, which was very primitive back then, by the way. And it was the 300 workout. It's what the people would do, the actors did for the, to get fit for the movie 300. And so I was doing the exercise as I thought that they were, and I did one of them wrong. And it was, I had weights in my hand as I was doing a jump thing, which in the actual exercise, the weight things were for a different exercise, and the jump thing was with no weights in your hand. And when I came down, I felt like I maybe just pulled my hamstring. I'm like, oh, I pulled my hamstring. Weird. Well, hopefully it feels better in like a few days. But it wasn't my hamstring that I pulled. It was the disc bulging out from my lower back, and it was pushing against my sciatic nerve. And your sciatic nerve goes all the way down your leg to all the way down to your heel, all the way down your leg. And I could feel it down my butt all the way down to like my knee. And it didn't go away. And then it just got worse. And then I could feel it all the way down to my heel. And I'm like, oh man, what's wrong here? So a whole year goes by and it just got worse. And let me tell you, the worst pain that I had been in, because it was, I don't need these anymore. It was like literally every minute I was in pain. Like every minute of every hour of every day of every week for 2 years, there wasn't a second that went by that I wasn't in pain. And they say that sciatica usually goes away in like 2 to 3 weeks for most people. And the further you can feel it down your leg, the more severe it is. Like most people feel it, just down their butt or down like the back of their leg. But if it goes all the way down to your heel, then it's pushing a lot. And I tried so many different things. I didn't want to take medicine, and I didn't want to have steroid injections in my back. And I argued with the doctor about that. I was like, look, I don't want to cover up the problem. I want the problem fixed. I want my body to tell me that I'm in pain if I'm in pain. So I self-diagnosed myself. I said, I have sciatica. And like, it was really bad. Like the pain was, I felt like I was like 70 or 80 years old. Like I couldn't do anything. Like, and it sucked. My quality of life was way down. And I went to my doctor and I told him I had sciatica, and he got mad at me because I diagnosed myself, and he got mad about it. So he told me, like, that's not where sciatica, you know, what you're saying is not, it doesn't add up. It's not that. And then so he went down and he diagnosed me through all the tests and everything. Do this, do that, does this. And I didn't say a word. And he got to the end and he came up with a few things and he turned around. He was writing something up. I go, so do you know what's wrong with me? He's like, yeah, you got sciatica. And I'm like, I told you. So he referred me to a specialist. And let's see, I went and I had to go to like physical therapy where they tried to, look, you know, like I'm not a professional, but I knew that nothing that they were trying to help me do was going to work. I know my body. They say that somebody knows their body better than any doctor or any other person. I knew that none of this stuff was going to work for it. I'm like, you know, it's not going to work. He's like, no, try this. And he put like some weird vibrating electro thing on me. And I'm like, I mean, it feels good, but it's not going to fix the problem. It's from within. And I tried all these different exercises and stretches, and, you know, none of that worked. And like, when I say I was in pain, like I would roll out of bed at night on the floor and curl up and try to get in a better position, like pretty much crying. It was like, it hurt so bad. And I literally, I felt like my quality of life was so low at that point. And then they referred me to a specialist, and this is 2 years after the whole problem started. I went to a specialist, and I went there, and he did like a CAT scan, and then signed me up to do an MRI. But before I did the MRI, he said, okay, so, you know, I'm, you know, he told me his name, and I go, he goes, so what seems to be the problem? I'm like, you know, I have sciatica so bad, and I can't live like this anymore. Like, I can't. And he's like, so he looked at the CAT scan and, you know, the x-ray and everything before the MRI. And he's like, all right, well, you got two options here. He's like, you're either going to A, live like this the rest of your life, or I could do a surgery for you and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, we could do a second surgery. And if that one doesn't work, we can fuse something together. And I'm like, and I had never had surgery before, and I was totally against that. And I'm like, well, the alternative is, like, you know, living the rest of my life like I'm like some disabled, you know, 70, 80-year-old person. Like my quality of life was so, like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't lift anything. I could barely walk. It was like John every time you would see him on my show when his bad was back. That's how I felt. So I talked to him about the surgery, and, you know, he's like, there's a very small percent, like very, very, like less than 1%. He said chance like that, you know, I could be paralyzed, or, you know, it could do something where like it could kill me, you know. And I was like, oh my God. He goes, these are very, very low chances, but I have to say it legally. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be that one person. But anyways, I signed the papers, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's do surgery. Because my alternative was like hell. I couldn't live like that. So I went to go in surgery that day, and I got there real early in the morning, and I had never had surgery before. They hooked me up to whatever the anesthesiologist, and they wheeled me in, and he asked me like when the last time I took pain medicine was. And, you know, last time I took pain medicine, I was 14 years old. I go, I don't take medicine. I don't take anything. And he's like, oh boy, this is going to be potent, you know. And I'm like, what? And then I just felt really weird, you know. I'm like, oh my, I still you know, knew everything that was going on. I was still conscious of everything around me, but it just felt really weird. And I, you know, I always told myself that if I had to get surgery ever and be put out, that I was like, you know, people say like you got to count backwards from like 100, and I always said like, well, I'll totally do it, you know, like I can do it. And I don't even remember them telling me that. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember any of it. I just remember sitting there and then opening my eyes. And so I opened my eyes, and the first thing I could feel was not my back, not my back, but my throat. I was like, oh my God, my throat hurts. They put the tubes down my throat and stuff to breathe. Wow, did they intubate me? I guess they did. I always said like I could never do that, but I guess I was out. But my whole back of my throat was all like cut up from shoving that thing, intubator or whatever. And so the thing that hurt the most was my throat. And I wake up and they're like, "Oh, he's awake. He's awake." He's like, "Yeah, you're." He's like, "Do you know where you are?" And immediately, like, I'm like, I knew everything right away. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, congratulations. You're our first back surgery in this facility." And I'm like, "What? You didn't tell me that." So I'm the first back surgery they did at that place. And yeah, like, so after that, like, I didn't take any pain medicine like they wanted me to do. I refused, and I never took it. I did take it easy though, and I took about a month off of work just to try to heal up. And then after that, like, I didn't lift anything for like months, like 3 to 6 months. I wouldn't even lift anything. I didn't care if a friend was like, "Yo, you got to help me with this." I'm like, "Sorry, I can't do it." And that was 10 years ago. And I've been good ever since. So I went home that day, and I laid down on my bed with both of my legs straight, which I couldn't do before, by the way. It was so painful. And I just laid on my bed, in my room behind me, and I just looked up at the ceiling, and I just started smiling. I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not in pain. Like, I can lay with I'd have to, when I went to sleep at night, I'd usually have to have one knee like kind of up." And and when I had to get my MRI, I was so claustrophobic I couldn't do it, so I had to do a different MRI, and then it sucked. It really did. Anyway, yeah. I ended up doing an open MRI, but I was still claustrophobic in that. Wow, that's crazy, Bubble. Yeah, nothing was working for me. My disc was bulged out so far. It was pressing against my sciatic nerve. They had to do a microdiscectomy, and they put about an incision in my lower back about that big, and they pulled open, they ripped the muscle open, they pulled the sciatic nerve around, and they cut the piece of that disc that was bulging out. They pulled that out, and they put everything back, and I've been fine ever since. Well, okay, so I mean, I don't know this for sure, but I think it was a lot of things that contributed to my back doing that. And a couple of those, so ever since I was like a kid, I have been an avid skateboarder, like all day, every day for a lot of those years. Like, I wanted to be a pro skateboarder at one point, so I skated all the time. I took a lot of falls and yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you skateboard. So that was one of the things. And then around 2000, 9 years before this happened, I started gaming, and I was playing like online gaming a lot, like way too much. Like, I was sitting at my computer for like hours and hours every single day. And the one thing that I make sure that I do nowadays, well, first of all, I slouched. I did not have good posture, but nowadays, like, I'm always trying to make sure that I have good posture. And believe me, if you guys don't have good posture, do yourself a favor and try to make sure you have good posture, because that could do it. Like sitting like that all day, it kind of puts pressure on one side of your spine, which is kind of pushing out the other side. So between all those years of skateboarding and all those years of sitting and slouching and not having good posture, I think I just did that at the right time, at the right place where I had the weights in my hand, and when I came down really hard on it, it kind of just like pushed it out and it bulged out, and that's what did it. So ever since, I've always had good posture, and I always try to, like with the exception of when I'm doing these long live streams, as soon as I get done with this, like I have a pull-up bar right over there. Like I usually get up, walk over, do a bunch of pull-ups, and come back down. It gets the blood moving, and you're not sitting down for too long. So yeah, and I make sure I work out every single day too. Oh, that's all right, Regina. You can say that in the next video. He had to get going though anyway, so. Well, I've always been like athletic and healthy, and that just was like something. I'm so glad that I don't have that pain anymore. And I did a video on this, but like it makes me, my whole mindset is like be as healthy as you can, because this is the only body we ever have. I've been saying this for like, I did a video like 8 or 9 years ago talking about this, and like I know what it's like to have chronic pain every day that doesn't go away. And just I think I was 35 when that happened. And just knowing that, I couldn't even fathom living the rest of my life like that. It was horrible. Everything hurt, and I hated it. Your quality of life goes way down. So I feel bad for anybody that has chronic pain like that. Like I feel bad. That's why I try to do everything I can to be as healthy as I can. And I really disagree with, a statement that a lot of people in my lifetime that I've heard say like, oh man, when I'm like, oh man, that's really bad for you. That's not good for you at all. And they're like, it doesn't matter. We all die. We're all going to die. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. We're all going to die. I'm going to die. We're all going to die. But why live your life and all, why live all these years in pain and suffering, because your attitude was like, oh, well, we're all going to die. I don't see any connection to be like, oh, well, then I'll just abuse my body as much as I can because we're going to die anyway. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I want to live as long as life as I can, and I want it to be healthy and not painful, So that's why I am very healthy, and I, don't do things to abuse my body, I guess. What is my reaction, or how do I feel if you are around animal products? I don't like it. I never liked it. Yeah, because as vegans, like I don't see it as food. I see it as what it is, like exactly what it is, and I don't like it. You have to inject every day? What is that for? I missed it. Is that for like diabetes or something, Matthew? I still skateboard now. Like I do everything that I could. Like I think I'm even like more fit than I was when I was like 20, 21 years old. Cluster headache? Yeah, headaches suck. So I filmed a video earlier today with John, and I recorded it through OBS, and I accidentally hit stream for like 1 second. I immediately stopped it, and I think a notification went out for everybody, so disregard that. Of course, notification goes out when I don't mean it, but when I actually want it, and they don't go out. Yeah, I don't wish headaches on anyone. I haven't had a headache in 30 years, so I guess I'm lucky there. Ashley, somebody asked me this last night. Can I do a Whole Foods plant-based cookbook? That was going to be my next cookbook. I probably won't do 100% Whole Foods plant-based, but I want it to be a lot healthier. Like the first one has a lot of comfort foods in it, and it's called Cook and Survive. So I want the second one to be called Cook and Thrive. Something like that. What did I eat today? What did I eat today? I had a smoothie. I didn't really eat much. I know you saw all that stuff in the pantry, but like as far as like the most, like all the veggies are gone, and yeah, if I want something, like I got to make it from scratch now. I don't know when it will come out. I gotta work on the movie first. People that say dog breeding is okay if done responsibly. And if you rescue adopt, they will have health problems. Well, I mean, there's a lot of dogs. Well, there's a lot of dogs in the world already that are already there that need homes. So I guess the thought process is we want people to, adopt those dogs rather than to bring more dogs into the world. But I think regardless, there's always going to be dog breeders. I didn't have rice for supper tonight, but I want to do a video on how to make rice because I think a lot of people make it wrong or just like to perfect it, I didn't know that. I didn't pick that one up. Vegan Police. Carol Baskin's husband. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll make the second. I don't know. I got to think about it. Talk to John, see what he wants to do. Corona cough. I don't know. It just came on like the other day, so. Chris, was your movie based on what actually happened, except people just died in this case? No, I came up with the idea for the movie 11 years ago, and strangely enough, it's almost exactly like what's going on right now. I got to say, I had no inspiration whatsoever. It came to me. It came all out of here, every little bit of it. Yeah, I came up with the whole concept on my own. In fact, Zombieland starts out with somebody eating a burger, and I made my vegan zombie and the script before Zombieland ever came out. And I remember my friend, I was supposed to go see it, but there was I wasn't able to go see it the night that it came out, and my friend messaged me and said, you're gonna be upset when you see this movie. I'm like, what? Why? And they're like, because they totally took your idea of the zombie virus coming through the meat that they're eating. And I was like, what? So yeah, I had the Vegan Zombie up before The Walking Dead came out. I know Walking Dead was a comic before that, I guess, but there was no hype on The Walking Dead. There was no TV series at that point. So like I completely came up with this idea on my own, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird how things are kind of unfolding like that now. Can I make the next one? Yeah, this is all like, I mean, I'll try to make the next one as good or even better. Like, there's a lot of things about this cookbook that I don't like, but, you know, all in all, like, we had never made a book before. And there weren't I mean, yeah, there was a handful, but there weren't too many vegan cookbooks at the time. Now, like, there's so many out there, which is awesome. And this one, it was all fan funded. We didn't know what we were doing. We just made all of our recipes again. A lot of these pictures I took with like an iPhone 4 and, you know, my camera. And I'm like mainly video guy. I'm not really photography. So, although I can do it now, but like at the time, most of my stuff was just video. So I took all these pictures on my own, every one of them. And I think that if you were really to go through and scrutinize them, you know, you'd probably say that they suck. But the main thing is you can have a picture for every recipe. That was important because I know personally I don't like to look at cookbooks that have no pictures next to them. I want to see what I'm making. I want to see if what I make looks like what is in the cookbook. So, I mean, for instance, this was probably one of the better pictures I have, but it's not perfect. And that's the pot pie. You know, I wasn't like a professional food photographer or anything like that. But I can tell you the best picture in this entire book is right here. So I had my friend do the art. My friend is, like I was telling you guys, Bobcat Goldthwait's nephew. And that's Rob Kramer. I am in this too. I know it's got a lot of John and everything. People ask if it's me or John on the cover. And technically with the beard, you can't, I mean, it could be either one of us. But there's my, what is this even called? Like the foreword that I wrote kind of about me and stuff and our vegan zombie thing. And there's me and John right there. And then also my dad's even in there. I threw him in there. He was the news guy right there, up there on the breaking news. He did not like that picture of him. He goes, that doesn't look... I'm like, Dad, it's exactly from like this picture from my brother's wedding. Anyway, and then here's this picture. There's me in the middle. There's Indy. There's John in the front. And then the other people in here. So this was a fan-funded cookbook. This was a Kickstarter. We were looking for $18,000, $18,500 to print these, to have as many pictures and do this. And we ended up raising like $45,000. So we made a better cookbook than we were going to make at the beginning. And there it is. So these are people that actually paid to be in the cookbook for like one of the Kickstarter perks. So they all got their pictures in the cookbook immortalized in the Vegan Zombie Cookbook. Amanda Esposito gives me a super chat of $9.99. Thank you so much, Amanda. I finally caught you live. Went vegan 6 months ago after watching some of your videos. Thanks so much. Well, thank you so much, and congrats for going vegan, and congrats on 6 months. That's awesome, and I appreciate the super chat. Love the illustrations. So yeah, he's a really good artist. Thank you. I'd love to have him on the show too sometime. I don't know if he would do it either. I think he's also kind of like shy, so I don't know if he would be in it. But The lasagna rolls, yeah, that was a nice picture and nice, delicious recipe. What are you doing back there? Darth Vegan. I would just say that I would hope that I wouldn't say join Socialist Party, but I don't like to talk politics, so I'm not going to. But I think banning meat and banning dog breeding would be something. I think first off, we have to change the way we see our food, and that would be first and foremost to stop these factory farms. I think it's got to be done in steps, and we need to. There needs to be some laws on that, and we're going in that direction anyway, as far as like making foods that people are eating that they can't tell the difference between the taste of it and what they're eating. So if we can get a vegan version of different things, then I think that's the direction to go right there. I don't want to see animals being brought into this world and suffer and die for people's appetites when we don't need that. We don't need that at all. What year was Midnight Special? I don't know if I've seen that or not. I may have. Oh, I agree, Race. I think animals do need to be left alone. And the whole dog meat thing needs to be stopped. And really, I hate when people say, why? It's just like eating a cow. Yeah, it is, but do you see what they do to these dogs? I don't really want to talk about this, but there's a huge difference between when you're watching that. And that is, at least I don't even want to say at least, but if you've seen some of these things, yeah, plug your ears if you don't want to hear this, but they cook these dogs alive. At least they don't do that here in the United States. They don't cook these animals alive. Yeah, that's an awful thing, and I've seen too many of those on like the internet and stuff. It just makes me really, really mad that people do this. E.T. meets Firestarter, is that... Yep. I try to take a different approach to this because I don't like to talk about that because I get really angry about it, and like I can't even say what I want to do, but it's not nice. It's not very nice at all. So I try to be very calm and do other things like make entertaining, inspirational, educational content to teach people to go vegan so they don't partake in that behavior, and then they can teach other people and it can spread like wildfire. That's what I try to do. That's what I've seen that works, rather than trying to tell people what to do, because what I've seen, even though I want to tell people what to do, what I've seen in my lifetime is when people try to tell people something, they don't like to, myself included, we don't like to be told what to do. So people try to usually rebel when they're told what to do. So I guess I didn't see the Midnight Special. I thought that was an old movie. Maybe it's just an old song. I got to try to keep myself. All my roommates are gone tonight, and I'm here with the pups. And I've been working on videos all day, and now we're doing live stream. So I think I'm just going to put everything down and maybe go for a walk and then chill out and watch some Netflix or something. Like, I got to get away from the computer for a little while. I almost didn't have a video today. Like, I didn't have a video to edit because I don't want to put the Toronto video up just yet. And then I ended up filming the one that I filmed with Jon, and that kind of saved me because I was like, oh my God, I don't have a video today. What's a town or a city I want to visit next? I want to go. I was looking forward to going to the expo. I want to go back to LA. I love LA. So yeah, I'd like to do that. But I'm sure a lot of people would like to be somewhere else too right now. So I think this is where we're going to be. This is going to be how it is for a long time. Favorite bean? I don't know. Maybe chickpeas. Good night, Lindsay. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Linda. Congrats for your 2-year vegan anniversary. That's awesome. I did see the Cloverfield Paradox. The most recent movie that I watched on Netflix was Platform, and last night I was watching Better Call Saul. I'm trying to finish that, and also You. I'd never seen that, and a lot of people were talking about that. So it's almost kind of like Dexter in a way, from what I've seen. Yeah, there's a time and a place for all kinds of vegans. Most vegans, I would say. But I wouldn't discount being a nice vegan. And when I'm saying being a nice vegan, being aggressive when you have to, and being adamant with where you stand, but also, getting people to follow your lead, I guess. And I mean, for me, it's worked. I've heard throughout the last decade, over a decade now. Actually, I've been vegan for 25 years. So like the entire time I've been vegan, like people have gone vegan because of me being vegan and talking about it and asking questions and stuff. But I don't think it's ever been as much as when I started the Vegan Zombie. And there's people going vegan left and right. I hear it every single day. And that's great because every person that goes vegan is inspiring other people to go vegan. So if you've inspired somebody to go vegan because you were nice about it or whatever, you got somebody to go vegan. Like, I get it. I get where, being very aggressive and mean can do something, but that works for some people, but not all people. Like, not everybody's going to be vegan because Joey Carbstrong says go vegan, or because Earthly Ned says, go vegan. A lot of people will. They're getting a lot of people to go vegan, but some people are going to be like, I don't like how you're approaching me like this, and they're going to be offended by it, and they're going to be ignorant, and even though they're not winning the argument, they're going to have a bad experience from that. So yeah, I think that just anybody vegan in general, as long as they're not being a total D to other people, that you're in a way everyday life, you're inspiring other people to go vegan. I really hope, Ashley, you're not calling me a vegan apologist. I've been advocating for animals now for 30 years, so it's longer than a lot of these people have been alive, so I don't know. One thing I take offense to is when somebody questions my veganism. So I know what I'm doing is right. I know I'm right, and maybe I sound arrogant, but I'm right. So how many people do I think I've inspired? Thousands, literally thousands. Over the years, I have just how many views do I have on my channel? Not to mention how many people went vegan because of the people that went vegan because of the show. Like probably hundreds of thousands in the last 25 years, 30 years. Actually, I was a vegetarian at first, so probably nobody went vegan because of me being vegetarian. But ever since I was a vegan, yeah, people have gone vegan since I first went vegan. A lot of people have gone vegan, and that's why I continue to do this, because I know it's helping people and it's ultimately helping animals. So, I mean, sift through my videos. There's like 15 million views throughout both of my channels. There's thousands of videos. I've done everything from showing people how to shop, how to eat, why eggs aren't considered vegan and they're not ethical, going to farm sanctuaries, showing people why we're vegan for the animals. I've done this all over the world. Like, what, 1, 2, 3, how many countries was I in? How many, 1, 2, 3 continents? All because I had an idea to make a YouTube channel. So, and sticking with it, trying to get my parents to go vegan, trying to get my family to go vegan every year since I went vegetarian. All those years, it took me 28 and a half years to finally have, just being persistent. 28 and a half years before my entire family had a 100% vegan Thanksgiving. And that felt really good, So never give up. Just keep it up. I didn't think my dad would ever eat a 100% vegan meal ever. My dad's not a vegan, but he ate 100% vegan Thanksgiving with the rest of our family on Thanksgiving. So, and veganism is it's a life choice. It's like when you get it, you get it. You don't say, well, I was vegan for a couple years and then I decided I wasn't vegan anymore and I'm vegan again. And vegan, so you need to either be in the right mindset to be it, or, you're just dietary. But it's really looking at things and saying, I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. These animals are put on this earth. We're all put on this earth, but we bring them into the earth. And, look, the animals, if they were given the chance, they would warm up to you. They would warm up to a human, but the humans want to hurt them. So, why wouldn't we? It'd be like a baby or a kid. They're innocent. Why would we want to hurt them? Why rather would we want to, instead take care of them and shelter them and give them a good life and protect them? But no, humans are doing horrible things. There's horrible, horrible humans in this world. And then there's people that don't even know that it's wrong because they were raised and brought up that way. And they never saw they never had anybody tell them, what's right and wrong and why. So there's a lot of problems out there. But I think, especially with the age of the internet and, veganism has blown up. And from where I've seen it when I went vegan a quarter of a century ago to where it is now, it's it's awesome because it's gone mainstream and more people know about it and more things are being done about it. And I think it's only a matter of time before it's going to be signed into law that, you know, this is illegal and we're not going to be able to consume animals anyway. I don't see why people would want it anyway. If you can eat something that tastes very similar and without hurting something, then why wouldn't you? Do you know? I don't know. Did my battery go out? How long ago did my battery go out? At least you can still see me while I'm talking. All these batteries. How long 10 minutes ago? No, wait. It wasn't 10 minutes ago. You feel bad for your comment that wasn't direct. Which one? Yeah, see, I don't know, guys. I know you guys are having like conversations amongst yourselves and everything. And like I just see a comment without somebody's name to it and I just assume like it's like towards me. So I don't know. So like if that's the case, then, you know, I'm sorry. I'm whistling? I was frozen for like a well, that's see, I wasn't looking at any questions. I was just talking to the camera. So oh well, you could still hear me. Stupid battery. Oh, okay. All right, I'm sorry, Ashley. I wasn't sure, but like when people say things about my like veganism, like I don't get offended by very many things, but for some reason like I do because like I'm really genuine and honest in everything that that's how I was brought up. And for me, like yeah, maybe my OCD kicks in where like I make a point to always be that way, you know, like I would hate myself if I wasn't a genuine person. I would know that I was like scum or something, you know? So like I want to be the kind of person that, you know, my parents raised me to be. So yeah, when I hear, if somebody questions my veganism, like I legit get angry. So, but I understand you weren't directing any of that towards me. Shogun. I don't think anytime soon, I don't think that the meat consumption would be illegal. I don't think that everybody in this world is going to go vegan. But I think somewhere in the future, I don't know how far it's going to be, I think more and more people are going to go vegan. I think there's always going to be people that will eat meat and eat animals, but if you look far enough into the future, I think eventually it's going to be something that people are going to be like, humans used to eat animals? I don't think it's going to be in my lifetime or anything, but unless I can find a way to live on forever. Try to enhance my telomeres and not die. Yeah. You know, when you go vegan, you don't like, you can be a healthy or an unhealthy vegan. It's really not about the health. Although like health is great because the way I see it, and I kind of overanalyze things and I try to be logical in everything I think about. But the way I see it is that, you know, if you are really healthy, think about that. Then like maybe you're going to live a little bit longer than you would if you didn't take care of yourself at all. And maybe you're going to live maybe 10, 20 years longer than you normally would have if you were not healthy. And that's 10 or 20 more years that you can advocate for animals and be around and, you know, get more people to go. So health is a big part of it. I do agree with that. But yeah, you don't have to like going vegan. Like I don't think that, and I've never met anybody that I've met a lot of people that have gone vegan, especially back when I went vegan, as long as I've been vegan, and I can tell you, everything you need you can get from vegan food. You don't need to be like, oh no, I need to resort back to animals. You don't. You can get everything you need. You can be unhealthy and just eat junk food, or you could be eating healthier food and be more healthy, depending on your genetics and your lifestyle, and if you exercise and all that stuff plays a role into it, obviously. But like I genuinely do not believe, with everything that I know personally and everything that science says, that you ever need to go back to eating meat because you didn't feel good when you were vegan or something. You just adjust different things, but everything you need is in plant form, and probably mushrooms too. Ew. Jeremiah's got a good question. Do you have any advice about finding a vegan job? I work in a pizza place. Yeah, I've worked in a lot of different non-vegan places, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and back then there was no vegan places. Anywhere you work, pretty much, unless you're working if you're working in anything food with it's not vegan, like even if it's a grocery store, you're working with stuff that's not vegan. Yeah, I understand if you need, everybody needs, money and to pay their bills and needs a job, but I mean, I would just look around, vegan groups. There's usually vegan Facebook groups and stuff like that in every area. Like for instance, here there's the Syracuse vegans, and you can ask around in groups like that. Is there any vegan places that hire in? Like, it doesn't have to be like a food place. You could probably, find a job in something else. But what I did in the time that I worked in these places that weren't vegan was I looked at how, they made things. Like I worked in several different pizza places, and I learned how to make pizzas and all kinds of different things that they made there. And I veganized all of them. I'm like, well, how am I going to veganize this? And how am I going to do that? And I started making food that way. I'm like, I made a vegan version of this, So, there are positives from it, but yeah, I would say do that. Like, look around your area for, different vegan places to work, and just reach out to them and just ask. And if they don't have any openings, maybe ask them, if they know any, because you're vegan and you don't like working with non-vegan stuff, if there's any place that they could recommend. And I'm sure you'll, if you try hard enough, you'll find something. Nikocado. What a waste. I don't normally say bad things about people. That dude's a waste. Do you know how many freaking animals he's killed? Glutton. I don't know. Mushroom hunter. That's a, I started in culinary too, so I've got a lot of experience in the food industry. That's why, even though, I've taken some food courses, I just never finished them. John had the culinary degree, and I worked in so many different food places, everything from like manager, assistant manager, running the place to just like janitor, you know, when I first started working. So I've always wanted to open up my own vegan restaurant, namely like a vegan pizza shop. And, you know, you just got to do it. Maybe take the time right now when everything's closed, you know, to look into it and then see if you can take advantage of any, like, you know, maybe they're giving out some, you know, grants or loans or anything to get the economy going again after this. And, you know, maybe you could open up your own restaurant in your area. Get people to start trying stuff that's vegan, you know, if you live in a place that doesn't have anything vegan. Kika, I used to be political, and I knew everything about it. Like when I put my mind to something, I study and research everything. But I don't want to be in the FBI anymore. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm happy with where I'm at. That was another lifetime for me. Never worked out with resistance bands. Usually warm up with, like, do some stretches with them when I would go to Craig's gym with them. Thank you, Len. Kate, you just got to plant that seed. You never know when it's going to, like, sprout. What do I think of people who think the coronavirus? What do I think of people? I don't know. I don't know what I can think about them because this is all so new to everybody that, you know, everybody's just really confused right now. So, I mean, you can't really blame them. Wait, Ray said something nice? Where is it? Oh, you live in my heart, Ash. Masters of the Universe. Yes, Jesse. Funk music? I can't think of any funk songs, so I don't know. If you make people do something for the greater good, then you're no better than them, Kika. Can't make somebody do something against their will and expect them to continue to do that without resistance. You got to teach them, not force them, because they're only going to do that because they're under your force. But if you teach them, then they'll do it on their own, and they'll do it for a lifetime, and then they'll teach others. Well, that's bad thinking. 2020 quarters are sketchy at the best. Do I think it's a conspiracy? I don't know. I'm not a be-all, know-all of everything. If I was, I could answer that question a little better. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. The thought didn't cross my mind, but I'm not willing to risk my health and my life on that. So I'm treating it as if it's not. But I do think there are some conspiracies going on within it, namely like China holding information from the rest of the world, for one. there's a lot of things that are like pretty suspicious, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. You know someone who had died and she died yesterday. Sorry. Do I think DHA is necessary to take? I only consume walnuts and flax seeds for omega-3. So I think you're getting it and your body makes it. I think Dr. Greger once said that the only thing that you really need to take is vitamin D3 and B12. Those are the only two ones you have to worry about. So if you're eating your flax seeds and your walnuts, then your body is likely making the DHA that you need. Oh, it's already midnight. The 1918 pandemic that killed millions was by, yeah, I doubt that. 1918. Yeah, hemp seeds too also, yeah. They're good for you. Yeah, the only thing that's been proven to have B12 in it is, besides microbes in the ground, is the plant called duckweed. So vegans actually have a vegan plant-based B12, whereas animals, they eat it out of the ground. They don't make it. An all-night live? I mean, I think I've already done a couple of those all night. Yeah. Do I think I don't age because I am vegan for so long, or just good genetics? I mean, I think I am aging, but I mean, it could be a lot of things. I mean, I'm not taxing my body. I've never had alcohol. I've never done drugs. I don't take medicine. I try to eat as healthy as I can. I mean, not always, I'll eat junk food now and then. I exercise every day, and I'm very skeptical about a lot of things, but in my mind, I have a mindset that I always want to be young. And again, like that might be nothing at all, but at the same time, like if it is working, then I'm not willing to like renounce it. I don't know. I mean, I guess the only way I could find out is if I could go back in time and do it differently. If I could have another me go back in time to that same point and decide that I'm going to, do drugs and drink alcohol and party and do all these things and not exercise and not be vegan, and then get to where I am right now and have a side by side. I think logically, yeah, that other me would be more aged and less healthy. But I guess there's really no way to prove that. There's no way for anybody to prove that. I guess they can do that with identical twins, but I don't usually go out in the sun that often, but when I do, when it's going to be you know, like sunburn hot, like when I'm out in the midday like that, then yeah, I will put sunscreen on. But yeah, my dad, ever since I remember, has had skin cancer. So I don't know if you've noticed, like in the videos, he's got like bandages on him and stuff because they have to cut that off his head and his, like, you know, his ear and all, you know, he's got skin cancer. You know, he always went out, you know, and I probably, you know, I have his genetics. And do I have a circle light? Yes. But I don't use it like it should be used. I point it the opposite direction and I bounce it off my wall. Should I use it? I don't like the way I look when I use it. Yeah, I'm sure there's identical twins out there where one of them is, there's got to be, you know, one of them's, you know, did everything to be healthy and the other one didn't. Yeah, same here, Kate. It's crazy. You know, oh, I don't want to say any names. But anyways, I saw somebody that had no idea how old I was, and they actually went to school with my youngest brother. I've got two brothers. They went to school with my youngest brother. That's 6-year difference. And this dude thought he was, like, you know, older than me by a lot. And when I told him that I was actually like 6 years older than him, he was like, wait, what? He didn't believe me. It's always funny when, like, people think that I'm younger, or they think who was it? My friend Ryan. He's one of the co-owners of Chicago Vegan Foods. He owns Dandy's Marshmallows, and he was talking to me once about hardcore stuff, and he's like, because he knows I'm from Syracuse, and Syracuse had like a bunch of hardcore, like Earth Crisis and a lot of other bands come out of it, and he was asking me about, he goes, oh, did you know this band? He goes, what am I talking about? You were probably, like, when I was out at these shows, you were probably in your diapers. And I'm like, how old are you? And he was a year younger than me. And I'm like, no, I wasn't in my diapers when I was a year older than you. And he was like, what? You're kidding me, man. Do I think my brothers look older than me? Do you think my brothers look older than me? Let's see. All right, that's my dad. That's my youngest brother on the left. Let's see. This is probably, is this the most? No, that's 4 years ago. That's my brother. And that's actually Katie. So I'd have my other brother is he doesn't have a Facebook, so Let me find a picture that he's in too. That one was 4 years ago, so let me. I want to try to find a more recent one. Oh, okay, so maybe. Okay, so this one is. Oh, okay, so this is my youngest brother. Just last month. Well, February. And that's his wife. Yeah, my dad and mom are pretty short, and all of us, like my brothers and me, we're all 6 foot. He looks younger. I don't know where he is there, but he looks like he's somewhere tropical. And that was February, just a couple months ago. Wait, I'm younger looking or he's younger looking? I'll try to find my other brother. Actually, I'll just... where the heck would he be? Where would my brother be? I'll go to my page. Where's my brother at? Oh, here's my brother. I don't know if you can really tell this much, but he doesn't have Facebook, so. I'm holding my nephew there. That's my brother, Pat. And he's 2.5 years younger than me. You know what? I want to watch a zombie movie. I wanted to watch Night of the Living Dead, and then last night they actually streamed it. Greg Nicotero. I can't compete with that. I mean, he's the dude that worked with George Romero. So, there's definitely. Oh, Indy the Pop. So, you know, my friend Jeremy that I showed you guys. So this is, I think, anyway, he looks like Bono, doesn't he? Doesn't he not look like Bono? Like everybody, I posted that. And some people actually thought it really was Bono. They're like, oh. Yes, my sister is also vegan. She's been vegan for, I think, like 3 years now. So, I'm happy that she went vegan. Oh, here's me and my brother. This is me and my younger brother, Pat. We were both wearing flannel. This was his birthday. Oh, that's his birthday. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with too many pictures. But, oh, wait, here's a better one. It says, me and bro making pizza. I always got to, like, go back to here because I don't know what the next picture is going to be. Oh, you want to see the first day that I met my brother? I have it right there. Boom. That's me holding my brother when he was born. First day I ever met him. There it is, captured on camera. And now it's on the internet. All right. The only things that bores you are the games. You don't like the games. What if the game was all about Jet and Jade and Kika? What if those were the only answers? Would you be bored of that game? Let me see what else we got here. So, so my brother's always represented Vegan Zombie right there. But the real reason why I look like I don't age is because of this. There I am in my true form, and that's why for the last few hundred years I've looked pretty much the same. Anyway. No, I don't watch anime. A food that is layered. Croissant. Lasagna. Will I get Botox? No. Why would I need Botox? No, I've never thought about making a wood fire pizza oven in my backyard, but I've thought of making a pizza restaurant, pizza shop that has one. That'd be cool. Oh, that's a good one. Joseph wants to know why I didn't join the military like my brothers. Mainly because I did everything I was told to do from, elementary school all the way until I graduated high school. I was every class, never skipped a class. I got perfect attendance from 8th grade all the way to senior year. And I did everything I was told to do. And then after that, I felt like doing what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be told what to do. And joining the military just seemed like a bad idea for me because they tell you when to go to bed, when to wake up, at least in boot camp. And I just didn't want any part of that. And so I decided that wasn't the career path I wanted to do. So I didn't do it. In fact, I wanted to have nobody ever tell me what to do again. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to have my own business. And just, yeah, so that's what I did. I didn't do that. I would have had perfect attendance through college too. And I was pretty torn about it, but I had to miss a day because my grandmother died. I didn't know what to do either, like as far as the school goes, because I had never missed a day of class ever from like junior high all the way through high school to college. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to miss a day. What do I do? We could play Would You Rather. You got to start it then. I don't know. Oh, here's a good before and after of me. I posted this on Instagram. Here, let me move that. So there I am in both pictures. I think I traded the pants for the shirt. There's a lot of years in between there, and I'm a little bit taller. But it was a fall day in both of those pictures. Oh, wow. I've never gone streaking. I look better with fangs. Thank you. Would I rather eat meat or dairy? I would probably eat plant meat. There you go. Haha. Like maybe some No Evil Foods or something. You like those pants too? Yeah. Would I rather have the ability to fly or breathe underwater? Fly. Because even if I could breathe underwater, I wouldn't want to go underwater. I just don't like it. But flying, oh yeah. No, I'm gonna have to get a new fang somewhere because that one dropped and shattered. So I only have one fang. Oh, that's awesome. Get a job. So how was it in the 70s? Can you play yes or no with food? What? How do you do that? Oh, yeah, you probably could. Bring the plaid pants back? Yeah, I know. Seriously. Superpowers, like, okay, so I think this is fun to talk about superpowers. So I thought about it, pretty for a pretty long time. Like, what if you could have two superpowers? Oh, that would be good too. Time travel. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Time travel would be awesome. I would go back and to all these. Oh wait, what's this? Did I accidentally? What the heck? Delete. Come on, refresh. When people were doing the 10-year challenge, people were doing the 10-year challenge, so I put this picture up. I go, this is my everyone doing the face app thing to see how they would look when they're old. So here's me now and much older. Oh, and I'm wearing a Happy Healthy Vegan shirt too. Anyway, people thought that was funny. Oh, this is the last picture with my grandma. Back in 2002. And there's me in second grade. Second grade Chris. I did wear fangs in a live stream a few times. Somebody asked me like a week or two ago if I had a picture of me graduating. There I am, graduated from high school. That's my perfect attendance award right here. If you were to blow it up, it's perfect attendance. And I definitely did not want my picture taken, but I got it anyway. I don't know. This is the day we went hitchhiking. Well, the day before, we went the next morning. And that's me right here. This is my good friend Chancey. He's the one that also has the same tattoo as me. And that's my friend Paul. You had 0 attendance in high school. Oh, anyways, real quick. So out of the superpowers, because I mean, technically you could go straight for like the most powerful, but I think that would just be. I'm not looking for the most powerful, like Dr. Manhattan. I'm looking for, just, I could stay low on the radar, but also like, so I was thinking of having like Wolverine's power of regeneration, so I wouldn't have to worry about getting hurt or dying or, catching a virus or anything like that. And also, not in the same superhero world, but who's seen the movie Jumper with Hayden Christensen? Like that's a really awesome power, to be able to teleport anywhere that you've ever been. All you'd have to do is go there, and then you could teleport, boom, like that. So for instance, I could get on a plane right now and go to Paris, and as soon as I got to Paris, I could jump right back to where I am right now. And then for the rest of my life, I could go like that right back to Paris. So I could go to some dangerous spots if I needed to, and as soon as trouble happened, boom, I'm right back here in my office. So I could jump right outside of my house, or I could jump on the other side of the world. So being Wolverine power with jumper power, that'd be sweet. I'd jump into a situation, save some animals, jump out. They wouldn't even know. The people that were, they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know. They would follow Jumper. Yeah, but if I had the powers of Wolverine and Jumper, what are they going to do? I'll turn around, I'll be like, are you seriously following me? Do you need to get your butt kicked? Get out of here. Go. And I do the Brad Pitt finger. Go. And then they'd have to leave. Would I rather be invisible or bulletproof? Oh my God. Oh, let me think for a second. Probably invisible. Invisible. And then just be careful I don't get shot. Yeah, because you could do so many more things being invisible than you could being bulletproof. The Brad Pitt finger. Carnage versus Wolverine. I'm not really familiar with Carnage. I really like Wolverine though. He's and that's just within like the past maybe 10 or so years, 10 or 12 years. Growing up, my favorite superhero was always Spider-Man. Always wanted to be Spider-Man. The Nightcrawler. I actually do a video where I did the Nightcrawler effect. Oh, this is funny. My friend had me go with her to a radio show that did like a private concert. I don't even remember what band this was. And I showed up and I got a picture with them. I don't even know who they were, but everybody was going up to get pictures, so I stood there. And I'm like, all right, who are they? I forget who they are. Who are they? Oh, the Struts. The Struts. So there I am. I'm like, I'll get a picture with. I'll let you guys get a picture with me. There's me and my dad. Vegan for the aminals. Here's another good one of me and my dad. Bam. We just look a little different now than we used to look. There we are now. And there we are then. Oh. Kika, you're funny. Yeah, I was the guy at in the band. I'm the guy that's just dancing around all stupid, like the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Oh, Carnage is like Venom. So does he have powers from like an alien, like Venom does? Oh, here's a good picture. This is me and Greg Nicotero. If anybody doesn't know who Greg Nicotero is, he's done a lot of zombie movies with George Romero, and he's also the director of The Walking Dead. Good old Greg Nicotero. I got a whole video of me meeting him. That was a pretty cool day. This is at the Monroeville Mall where they filmed Dawn of the Dead 40 years ago. And I went and I met him. It was pretty awesome. Am I 30, Henry? I used to be 30 many years ago. Here I am with Angie Everhart. Angie Everhart. She liked my beard. Oh, there I am with Moby. This is at Veggie Grill. He came in and walked over to me. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, man, what's up? That was fun. That was funny. You guys getting bored of my pictures yet? Here's me taking a picture at the Eat Drink Vegan, and somebody's like, you look like Jared Leto. So I'm like, I just looked at him. I'm like, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Oh, I had a good beard over there. How long have I been 20? Oh, you like the Moby? What else? What else can we? You guys want more pictures? Oh, here's me and my friend Neil. Neil's been in a bunch of zombie movies, The Return of the Living Dead, stuff like that. And that's Brian to the left. That's Brian. This is the vegan black metal chef. Brian and Neil. Here I am at Stephen King's house, hanging out with the Stephen King at his house. Yeah, Josh is working. He's driving right now. Never back down, never surrender. No retreat, no surrender. Has anyone come to Syracuse to visit me? I mean, yeah, I live here. Anybody that visits me comes to Syracuse to visit, I guess. I guess. Here's investigator Chris. I'm a special investigator, gonna investigate you. Here's another picture when I met Moby. That's when I first met him. Did an interview with him. I didn't know if he was cool, so I didn't like do the arm around him, like, you know, kind of picture. But if I saw him now, I'd be like, get over here, man. Moby. I don't know. This is me and Bob Marley's son. Oh, me and Keith Jardine. He was a UFC fighter. Is Moby short? Let's see how tall Moby is. Okay, this is how tall Moby is. I'm 6 foot, so he's, I don't know, 5'9" or 10. Would I rather have a kid or get married? Oh my God. Well, married is only like being on a certificate, so it's not like I would take it seriously. But a kid, I mean, you got a kid. So I'd probably have to get married to myself. Here I am with C. Thomas Howell. It's Pony Boy. Yo, stay gold, Pony. Stay gold. Not Moby from High. I guess I didn't see that episode. The nicest celebrity or vegan celebrity I've met. I don't know, like a lot of them were really nice. Moby was really nice. D. Wallace was really nice. I'm trying to think if there was any that weren't nice that I was like, I think for me, like, I know a lot of people have bad stories when they met celebrities, but I think for me, most of them were really nice. Oh my God. Look at that beard. Boom, beard. Big beard. I have not met Ellen Page. Oh, Show 108 Shelter, 1993. 1 year before I went vegan. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, look, it's John and Kristen from 2013. That was kind of a long time ago. Every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause oh no, don't know. Oh, look, it's Petey. Petey! Where were you on 11/11/11 at 11/11 at night? Okay, guys, where were you? I know where I was. Probably trying to get a new phone because Motorola. Wait, who eats eggs or something? I am going to have to get going soon, guys. Going through all the pictures. Here's a nice 80s birthday party. Bam, can you guess where I am? We redid the picture too. This right here, that's my brother. That's my my brother that's closest to my age. And then if you come over here, that's me right there. And then we redid the picture right here as best we could. And there I am right there. There's him and there's my brother. Oh, anyway. Oops, I just lost my pictures. So I guess we're done with the pictures. Am I going to get it? Yeah, I'll get a pic of that if I'm still alive. Best clothes in the 80s. Yeah, I like those shirts, like the 3/4 baseball sleeves. Would I rather get pursued or do the pursuing, dating wise? If I have to choose one, or what I've always done. I never pursue. What would I do if I sang out of tune? I'd probably stand up and walk out, to be honest. Oh, like Carnage is like, is it like the same thing as Venom? Like exactly the same? It just got somebody else? Yeah, I wouldn't, I wouldn't want that power. Oh, man. Do I like when people recognize me when I'm in public? Yeah, it's always nice. It's always cool. Just lets me know I'm doing something right. But, sometimes it's kind of awkward sometimes, It's weird because I never, ever thought that would ever happen. And, then it happens and it's like, it's like when you least expect it. It just, you got to always be you always got to be on good behavior, because you never know. You get out of a car, road rage, and you come up to somebody's window and they're like, vegan zombie, and you're like, hi, I was coming over here to say hi to you. Carnage looks like Woody Harrelson? Then I guess I got the wrong thing there, because that doesn't look like Woody. Unless you're talking about his human counterpart. I'll scroll down. That doesn't look like Woody. Do I have the wrong guy? Oh, what he plays in what? Is this movie already out or is this coming out? Because I don't think I've heard of it. You did not. White Rabbit. Well, how old are you? How old were you in the 80s? I love the 80s. But I was a kid in the 80s. Do I get mad very often? No, I wouldn't say very often. I mean, sometimes I get mad, but not. I'm usually pretty chill and laid back. Oh, it's coming out. Okay. All right, yeah, then I'll probably see it someday. And then there's a new Venom out too, right? Because I've seen previews on that on YouTube. Anthony says, we helped him go vegan and you bought our book on the cruise. Oh, awesome. How are you doing? Which cruise was it on? Was it the one where we went to Alaska or the Caribbean? Have I seen Woody on set? Probably. I've seen Woody in real life. I was on set when they were filming Palmetto. Back in 95 or 6. I was in Sarasota when I lived there. Would I rather date an introvert or an extrovert? Neither. Carnage is better than Venom? Why? I don't really know anything about him. How is he better than Venom? He would overpower him in powers, or you just like him better? Oh, okay, so I didn't see the new Venom movie, so. The Caribbean one. Okay. Well, if I saw a picture of you, I'd probably recognize you. I am the oldest sibling, yes. I've seen Okja. Oh yeah, the people stuck on cruise ships. Yeah, that's gotta suck. Yeah, well, that was the beginning of the 80s. December 8th, 1980. Would I rather eat a date or what? Vegan cleaning products. Seventh generation, but I don't know the name of it, but I got a bunch of really good ones from, I think they're from Germany. I got them at the expo, and they seem to be really good, and they're very eco-friendly, and I just don't know the name of them, but they work good and they smell good. And I got that at the last expo. That was a while ago. He basically Spider-Man's strongest villain. Oh. Venom is a better dancer than Carnage. Carnage is the Spider-Man, the animated. He's in it. But what kind of powers does he have? Is he an alien just like Venom? What celebrity would I like to meet that I haven't yet? Alive or dead, or does it matter? Because for the longest time, I really wanted to meet and interview George Romero, but then he died in 2017, I think it was, and I was like, no. I was really sad. It's late here in New York too, Joseph. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. He's exactly like Venom, but stronger. So he's not exactly like him. He's stronger. That's pretty strong, because Venom's pretty strong. So that's don't mess with him. Don't mess with him at all. Yeah, it's 12:54 here. Who's younger than me? My younger brother? No. Modest Mouse, the singer, lived in Sarasota when I lived there. And I watched him play once, and he was so drunk that he had to go backstage and grab the lyrics to his song and come back out and read them. But the 80s had the Goonies and E.T. and Stand By Me and a bunch of other movies. Do I have AC? Yes. Indy probably is looking at something. Do I snore? Only if I sleep on my back, which I try not to do. But if I accidentally fall asleep on my back, I snore and my eyes are open. So I sleep on my side or my stomach. Do I like Portugal? The Man? The Man? I don't know who that is. Breakfast Club. Race loves Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I have not been, I was in Portland a couple times, and I really wanted to go to visit all the places where they filmed Goonies, and no, I never went. Do I think spherage is hot? Yeah, a hot piece of poop. You lived in Portland. Do I like the original Blink-182? Yeah, I like some of their stuff. Yeah, Lost Boys. There really is going to be a new one with Rick Moranis. See? They're really searching for these movies to, like, bring them back. Is the 182 for Blink-182, is that your favorite band? Have a good night, Chrissy. Waving to you. Pictures of them? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I agree. The reason why they remake movies is because it's instant success for them, because they don't have to really pay that much for advertising, because somebody already knows the original movie, so they know the gist of what the remake is going to be about, so it helps them incredibly for advertising. Yeah, Rick Moranis, I heard he just decided, he's a father and decided to kind of quit acting for a long time. Yeah, I'd love to do something with Travis Barker. I know that he's one of the co-owners or investors for Crossroads Kitchen, vegan restaurant in LA, which I've never been to, by the way. But that'd be cool. You guys are shooting high for me. Alright, I should get going. But I had a lot of fun. Dogs are going crazy over there. I think one is turning into Venom, one's turning into Carnage, and they're... So, I guess I'll feed them some dinner. And maybe I'll make some dinner too. I'm on a totally different schedule, so it's not like actually late for them. They've been on a later schedule, so it's all good. All right, guys. This is it. I think we're calling it a night. Had fun, and if you haven't seen my new video, go check it out. Give this stream a thumbs up. That'll help me out, and I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a good night. Stay safe. Watch out for zombies.